No, either way. Oh, we are live for the build of my gaming PC. Say hello, Carlo.
Hello.
All right, we're doing this now. I'm gonna put this like over here. If you guys are using the chat, that would be great because then we will know. Yeah, we'll know if there's like sound problems and stuff. So how should we do this? Maybe should we sit down and then?
Yeah, we do that.
That's the setup right here.
Like
maybe
poker?
We should
go poker.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're playing a game of poker. Carlo. What's more important is this PC gets built well, so we can always adjust the camera and do whatever. And I'll try to keep an eye on that. And I would say don't you worry so much about that. Oh, you can just hit the power button on the old. There you go. If you get hot though, let me know. We'll turn it on. Again, what's more important is the gaming PC gets built. Why don't we go through the component parts and then begin this build?
Okay,
right?
Sure.
Let's do that really fast. Gaming, or to start off, the graphics card, very important GTX 1060, right? GeForce, it's a MSI.
An MSI graphics card, some of the best out there.
The CPU is a Core i7 Skylake and a bunch of numbers that I don't.
The 6700K, which is more than enough horsepower for what he wants to do. He wants to be streaming some of the best games, most current games on ultra settings, and probably chatting with your fans and doing a couple other things behind the scenes. So you're going to be doing all that and more with this.
Beautiful. And pornography shows up well as well, I'm guessing.
That's the first thing that shows up.
And Arctic Freezer i11 for that to cool that CPU. Some of the more important stuff here is the motherboard right here, a Z270 Extreme 4 motherboard.
ASRock.
I just said ASRock, kind of
ASRock?
like the Beastie Boys, right?
Oh yeah, I think it probably is ASRock.
Maybe. I like saying ASRock, but ASRock probably might make more sense. And then the power supply is the right power supply. Forgive me if I butcher any of this. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. This is okay. So I should give a little prelude too. I am a 100% console gamer until this moment. You're watching the transition happen right here now. Carlo has been instrumental in helping me to make this transition, and not only Carlo, but also everybody who donated to make this happen. I want to thank everybody right now. I'll thank you several times through this video. Thank you so much for donating in order for me to get this gaming PC. This is 100% to go towards me Twitch streaming on a professional level, and for that, I thank you so much. So anyways, the power supply right here, CX750N, 750 watt power supply.
This is going to provide enough conditioned power for the entire unit, all your graphics cards. If you decide to get a second one, I don't think you will need one, but you could do a dual graphics card rig with this. You'll have more than enough power to run everything.
Great.
And it's only a bronze rating. You can get up to platinum ratings on these, and it gets way more expensive.
Gotcha.
I think you'll be very happy with this. It's semi-modular, so that's going to allow us to really cable what we need throughout the box so it doesn't get dunked up.
Totally.
Which is sucky about non-modular power supplies.
Also, you bringing that up, the different levels of quality. I was listening to Giant Bomb the other day, and they were talking about how they test chips right off the processor, and they actually find out what speed they are, and that's what dictates what type of core they make it. Right? So they'll actually, every chip is made the same, but different chips, but then they test the speed of it afterwards, and different chips have different qualities, and then they actually box them based on the speed test they run it on, and that's why you get so those super fancy ones, those are actually the very few that tested top. Right. So it's very interesting to me that it's actually after the fact they find out what level of quality the chip is. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. They're assembling a unit that then needs to go through testing to see, all right, we built an engine. Let's make sure the engine runs well. Okay, some of these engines are not the same level, so we actually have to tier them and grade them.
I love that it's an after the fact thing though. They all come off the same line.
That's what computers are great for. They're great for just testing and testing.
The RAM here, Vengeance. What is this? A Vengeance LPX.
Also Corsair. So you got a Corsair case.
Yeah, and Corsair.
You got a Corsair. Crazy. Yeah, you got a matching black and yellow thing going on here. This is 8 gigs, 2 sticks of 8 gigs DDR4. 2133 megahertz RAM. And again, that's to allow for multiple programs to be open and run smoothly and all that good stuff.
Boomtown. I'm doing a Samsung SSD 850 EVO, and then this is the what is it? The HDD
hard disk drive.
Yes, so we're going with a Seagate Barracuda. I'm afraid to touch this. It feels very fragile, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Hard drives are pretty hardcore. You could take a pickaxe to that thing and probably wouldn't go through it.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you should.
I'm actually going to remove this plastic because we were trying to remove all the plastic before.
So this is only a 250 gig solid state drive. It's the Samsung, which is pretty good. One of the better brands out there that makes solid state drives. And it's going to run so well. I don't know, I can't remember if we have an M2 port on this. Yeah, we should. So the best thing you could get for running your operating system and installing your programs is a solid-state drive. Above that is an M2 drive, NVMe.E. I can't remember it. Anyway, but those are very expensive. So this is what most gamers have. They have a solid-state drive that they load up their operating system and most of the programs that they use and whatever games they're currently running. And then where's the big guy?
Big boys are right over here.
This big boy.
So
this is 2 terabytes.
Shell.
2 terabytes. This is where you dump everything.
Gotcha.
So this is a little bit slower. This is just to read and write to. So this is your warehouse. This is going to be the front end of your warehouse where all the shipping goes in and out of. So
fantastic.
That's what that's where all the memory and everything's going to reside. And we're going to put this all together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And install Windows 10.
Let's do it. And this other stuff I don't really want to. I got a mic here, boom arm, all that stuff. We're going to have. We got a webcam right here. And this monitor right here is as Acer LED Mercury 3 Full HD 27-inch monitor, but we don't need to pull it out. And well, you'll see it in a second, anyways. And of course, these are super cool. Fallout 4 Bethesda on sale. That's why we got them. They're high quality, but they're on sale. And no, Bethesda did not sponsor this, so. I'm just straight up pumping them because I got a good sale on them.
Yeah, and Fallout 4, I'm a fan. So rocking some Fallout 4 gear isn't the worst thing in the world.
Hey, I enjoyed it. I played through the whole thing on my PlayStation 4, so I'm
People
happy
think
to
you're a
support.
super fan now.
I know, right?
Like,
exactly.
Whoa, Fallout 4. Do you play anything else?
Literally, also the only Fallout game I've ever played. So, and I think the only other Bethesda game I played is Skyrim. So I'm not at all a diehard fan, but I do enjoy those games, even though the load times were garbage for Skyrim on the PlayStation.
That's what the SSD's for now. Don't worry about that.
It's so nice to have quick.
Nice.
Actually, I might go back and play Skyrim again just to not deal with those horrible fucking load times.
I just started playing Skyrim, not kidding, because I upgraded to 4K and a 4K monitor, so now I get to use 4K graphics, and Skyrim has tons of mods on the PC. That's what you're going to get into.
Yeah,
with
all
PC gaming. Like,
I'm very excited to play. One of the first games I'm going to do is a new Dark Souls run with DS Fix.
I thought everything was going to be pizza.
Oh, that too, yeah, and thanks Obama for you died replacing it. Yeah. So I think that's it, and a very low key keyboard. I'm going pretty low key with this other stuff. I also forgot one thing, Carlo, and that's to pump your show and Twitch stream. So Unlimited Lives is the show. It's on Cave Comedy Radio, video game podcast. Also, Unlimited Lives Radio on Twitch. Please give it a follow. And what's your own? Is Gus?
My nickname is Gus_53. That's
there you go.
Literally my nickname, and it became my Twitch name. So twitch.tv/Gus_53.
All right, there it is. So let's do this. This is so exciting. I can't wait to get into this.
Let's move some of this stuff out. Let's first start with the motherboard because we're going to make sure the processor goes in there first, and then we're going to carefully put that into the case, and then the fans, then the hard drives or power supply, something thereafter. But we're starting with the motherboard.
Great.
That's what we're doing.
Let's do it. So just remove it from the. I'm so afraid of this thing. I took one peek at this motherboard and it made me scared to touch it. It looks so intricate and precious. Also, the worst. I'm sure it'll probably be fine and everything, but it was. I was waiting gleefully for my motherboard the other day. I heard a clunk right out front of my door, And I opened the door, and there's my box sitting there with the post guy just like right by it, like hitting the, you know, obviously in a hurry, hitting the up button. He was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?" I'm just like, I gave him a look like, my fucking, I mean, I don't think it said fragile or anything, but
it's still pretty fragile.
yeah, I was like, man, like fucking of all the things, everything else, this stuff was delivered very nicely on a hand card, but this
that is the risk you run with obviously building your own system.
I was lazy. I ordered everything.
One of these parts could not work. Multiple parts could not work, and you have to return it RMA, and you'll get your money back. You'll get your replacement, but it's going to take time, and that's the risk you run when you build your own system. So hopefully we don't run into these problems. I've never actually had a problem like that. Thank God.
Well, let's knock on some wood. I have, but that's also the fun sort of tension of this whole build right here is that it could all be a shitty nightmare. And if it is, we'll be like, oh, see you later, and then we'll go try to solve that problem.
It's been my experience that you definitely want to keep this handy. This is the manual that comes with your motherboard, and it's just a quick reference guide if you need to go back and be like, hang on, what is my RAM running at, or what should it run at?
Right.
Or what is the if I need to look at the load of energy, or what is it called?
Gigawatts.
Yeah, wattage.
Blixars.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's good to have, and also it gives you a layout of everything. I would say that we're going to get to it very quickly. One of the most annoying things.
No. Take your time. By the way.
One of the most annoying things, and you definitely need to have the manual for this, is when you're setting up the motherboard inside the case. Cases have the power button, and that activates the computer, and it turns everything on. All these things connect to the motherboard on different places, and they're always going to be different because not everyone makes the same motherboard. So you need to look at the manual and need to look at it closely before you connect anything. But that really, it doesn't change that much. It just is a good thing to see the little diagram that shows you where it needs to go. So we'll go back to this very soon.
And this is a software setup guide. Do we need this at all? All right, it should be all right.
I mean,
it'll probably guide us through it. It's everything kind of has that in there.
Everything else is going to be found on the internet anyway. We have other laptops to use if we need to search for something, so we don't necessarily need to look around right now. All this other stuff can go.
Cool.
I don't know if you do have like maybe a bowl. We can start putting little bolts and screws into it. We'll get more of this stuff as we go. I'm going to get rid of all the plastic on all these different parts right now, just because.
Just in case. We'll talk. Shall we talk about grounding for 2 seconds? We have to stay grounded, or we'll fry the whatever. And everyone told me to be careful and stay grounded.
Stay grounded, yeah. Whenever you're handling anything like processors or the motherboard or any kind of boards, you want to make sure that you're not building up a static charge that you could then, ruin some of the mechanisms inside. So. He doesn't have a strap. You don't necessarily need one. I've never used one, but touching a piece of metal, a piece of steel, I think this is a steel case, and we're not in a carpeted area. There's no cats in here. No static is going to build up significantly, so I'm not too worried about that. But I will take care of, get rid of any plastic that is unnecessary now before I touch anything. There's tiny little screws in here that are in bags. I don't know what they're for.
Okay.
It could be for something that we need later.
So maybe we'll just put these off to the
you
side.
Put them in here.
Okay. Remove them from the bag?
No, but leave those in the plastic. That's what I'm saying.
Because they're so tiny.
I don't know what they're exactly for, but they could be useful later, so let's leave them in the plastic. This is, okay. This is not needed right now, and we can leave it in the plastic. We're probably not going to use it. This is a little bridge for your graphics card. So when you have multiple graphics cards in there, for video graphics cards, I think it's SLI. I can't remember. Yeah, SLI. For AMD cards, it's Crossfire. Anyway, this is the bridge to connect those. We don't need it. You only have one graphics card, so you can put this away and store it. I don't know if you're holding on to any of these boxes. Some people say hold on to it. If you don't like that, I understand. But yeah. Definitely hold on to that.
For what purpose do I hold on to the box? Just to return it later?
You never know.
Yeah, if you just need it. Okay, cool. Yeah,
unfortunately, you never know.
I got storage space. We're good.
Or let's say you want to upgrade down the line, and you're like, oh, you know what? I can sell this. Here's the box. It does actually happen.
Totally.
This we can actually put in right away. It's kind of annoying. This is the back plate that you plug in your USB into the back of the computer, right? It's always annoying because in the way. Might as well install it right now.
Sure.
Just to get out of the way.
Let's get this case front and center. Yeah. I'll put this down here. Should be good.
So I'll show you exactly where that is. Right here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, totally.
So what's going to happen is we're going to lie. The motherboard's still in here. It's we're going to get it out in a minute. We're going to lie this case on its side, and we're gonna install it with the backside on this part of the case.
Okay.
And when it lines up, it's going to press firmly against this. Now we have to just install this and stick it in.
Okay.
And just to get it out of the way now, might as well. So I'll let you do it.
So what are we doing? We're unscrewing these screws right here?
No, yeah. Here's the thing. Most older cases, this is a nice case because both panels can be removed,
okay.
and they have thumb screws. So yeah, you could go from this side, but chances are, after today, after you build it, you probably won't ever have to open that ever again.
Okay, cool.
You know, just typically, you'll only go through one side, probably this side.
Gotcha.
I'm just letting you know.
Gotcha.
So,
no, yeah, please. Do you have some? Do you have it? I just have a little rubber thing would probably help.
What do you mean?
Just twist the like a to open jars, you know.
Okay.
Or your strong, firm hands. That works too.
Okay. Oh yeah, and what I did is there's slots along the top and the bottom here, and it's like sliding it, almost like, I don't know what you would call it. It's like sliding, you know, it fits right in. So to slide it out, I'm putting some pressure here, and I'm sliding out this way. Why don't you give it a go so you can know what it feels like? Yeah, there you go. So putting it, yeah, and then it falls off. So yeah, it's hooking on this way, on the top and the bottom there. Also.
Gotcha.
So this area gets a little. This is where all the cable management. We could spend hours on cable management. Let's not do that today.
Yeah, no.
But you could definitely go back in there any day of the week
and organize. Yeah.
But I mean, we're not going to leave the mess, but we're also not going to spend hours.
We're not going to be anal.
This we'll leave alone right now. So what I wanted to do was put this guy in here. Now, if you see, they do have lettering on them, so it kind of helps you with the orientation. It will go this way, and it will press in along each side. I don't know if you want to do it or if you want, I can do it. Let's see here. So yeah.
This is going to be me trying to do it, and then Carlo doing it. Yeah, like, oh, okay.
Oh wait. Go back out. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. It will snap into it.
Let's see.
Oh. Let me get the bottom first. It doesn't look like it. So right there, there you go. Then
better angle on it, yeah.
All right, there's more. No, I'm gonna throw it. All right, let's go the other way.
Sure.
I'm taking off this side.
See if while you're doing that, I'm gonna see if
anyone's watching.
There are 11 people watching it live.
Ooh.
I'm gonna see if there's any way I can actually see if there are comments. Oh, shout out! You're all heroes to me. Okay, cool. There's a bit of a shout out going on. People are okay. Let me see if I can't go to the video and then okay, which is creepy because now I'm looking at myself.
Looking good.
Oh, later we need to get a special quick YouTube shout out segment. Add me on Steam, bro. I will approve that comment. Okay, cool. I just wanted to see if anybody was asking any questions. No. Okay, good. I might not be able to get to any questions if you do leave them in the comments. I don't know how the chat is. It's a little different for this since we're on YouTube. But you know, if you do have a question, I'll check every now and again. It was a little more difficult. This is why thank God you're here, because I would have lost my mind.
And this part's annoying. It's always annoying on any computer I build. I mean, there's little annoying things that irk me. Maybe it would irk me.
Right.
All right, so that feels like it's in there properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So when we get our motherboard out of the box and we're ready to put it in, we'll have that back panel already installed to line up the motherboard.
This thing looks so crazy to me, by the way, this motherboard. It just looks nuts from a newbie's perspective. Like there's just so much going on here and it looks so delicate and just awesome. But anyways, are we?
This is a really nice motherboard, by the way. It's nicer than what I got.
Yeah.
I'll be honest right now. I'm kind of jealous. All right. We're gonna use the box.
Okay.
And what we'll do is, and this is packaged very nicely. I'm just gonna be a little.
Yeah. Let me
rough
know
with
if there's
it.
any.
Let's close this
anything.
and let's leave it out here. We'll use that. This is a static-free bag. They're very.
Gotcha.
They're very good to keep around.
I'm just gonna constantly be touching metal. Is what I'm gonna constantly be doing right now.
So they did something fun here, which is not bad. They had little cable ties.
Yes, I see
cut
that.
off.
Do we need
Excuse
to?
me. Oh,
Do we need to cut these?
Yeah.
With the
They're
scissors?
gonna have to go. Yeah.
Recommended a multi-tool,
Mhm.
screwdriver, scissors. We got it all right here. So let's cut those open right now.
I have a scissor.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I'll let you.
I got
I'll
it.
let you go.
Yeah, let me just do a quick snip and then we can remove it at the same time. And all right. There you go. This thing is so nuts. So get a little look at the. I like how it has the X design on it too. Super cool
I like
looking.
the white.
Yeah, the white is cool.
Nice.
It's like some, it's interesting for a thing that you won't really be looking at very much because it'll be hidden within a case. They really spent a lot of time actually on the visual design of this motherboard. It's really impressive looking. Very cool. All right.
One thing I'm noticing, this board is really nice, by the way. It's got reinforced rails. Typically, these are just plastic, but that's to handle a really heavy-duty graphics card that might actually weigh the system down. So they have reinforced
Nice.
rails for your PCI Express lanes. And he has 2 Ultra M2 slots for future expansion. There's video cards and other things that you can get out of this that I'm not even using. I only have 1. You have 2. That's nice. Expensive stuff. Though,
Is this made specifically for gaming?
This is made specifically for gaming? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely has the game, like the fact that it looks the way you say it does, like it's got some.
It's made for people who.
It's made for people with cases that have a window that has
Right.
lights and shit.
Right.
So yeah, it's a dope fucking motherboard for sure. All right, let's lift this corner up.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get that out of here.
Okay.
Slip that away.
All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna be like so afraid to, so just let me know if there's,
I mean, I would having a healthy, attitude about this is being scared a little.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's good. Okay.
All right.
Motherfucker. No.
Are we
Core
doing this?
i7.
Okay.
We're doing it. This
Let's do
is it. Let's take a look real quick.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can see it through the window. Here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the mother of the brain of this thing.
Hmm.
The fucking powerhouse. Here you go.
The mother brain. Yeah, yeah.
Brain.
I'll take the mother brain. We can do Metroid references up in here.
By the way,
Okay.
Mother Brain, when she was in cartoon form, didn't make sense to me.
Oh wait, what?
She had like lips and stuff. Do you remember that? Like on
No.
Ness, whatever that show was.
Oh, are you talking about what it had like this? I don't even remember the Metroid cartoon. I remember the Super Mario Brothers rap song.
Right.
And I remember, and we recently on Wizard of the Bruiser, my podcast, probably people are aware of that. We did a Zelda episode,
Right.
A 3-parter, and we covered I had to go back and watch the cartoon,
Right.
and it's hilarious. His tagline is "Excuse me, princess."
Yeah.
He's the worst little bratty shithead. It was so funny.
How did they make that into a? Why did they ruin our childhood?
I don't know, and I think I enjoyed it back in the day. That's the sad part.
Why not? We didn't have a choice. To enjoy things.
Now
It's
is
just
this plastic a worry at all? This is
No,
also
no.
non-conductive, or
I mean, you'll be okay. Again, like, they thought enough to go here. We're just gonna wrap it in plastic. For you.
right?
So we're gonna install this bad boy.
All right,
First thing
let's
I'm
do
gonna do is you can hold on to that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this ready.
I may actually here, if you don't mind, I'm going to orient
Oh,
this
sure.
and hold this while you do the thing, if that's
So
cool.
I'm releasing the retention arm, and it's spring loaded, so you want to be careful.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna lift this guy. And it's covered like this because we need to protect it. This is where the processor is going to get going. I'm actually going to take a quick peek here.
Sure.
I'm looking downwards at the chip as it's going to be placed into the board, and there's a triangle on one side, and that's going to tell me how it's going to be oriented in this slot. So I'm looking for another triangle. If you can see, there's a triangle there, and there's not one in any other corner. Do you see that, Holden, in this plastic?
Yes.
Right there.
Yep.
So chances are this triangle right here. Do you see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Has to line up with that triangle, as it slides in. That's
Boom.
our orientation, and that's how I know that.
Boom.
You know, everything on a computer is nice because it fits exactly where it should go. Everything's designed to fit exactly where it should go. So let me lift this bad boy up. Lift up. There you go. Very carefully. No effort at all.
Seems to just fit. Oh, it's a little off. That's fine.
There we go.
All right. Fits right in there.
Yes, I did not do anything. It just slotted right in. I can remove this thing.
That comes off.
That is supposed to come off, yes.
That's just a protector of some kind. So you need to slide under that nail.
There it is. Okay.
And then it's supposed to have tension, right?
Yes, it is. And it just does freak me out a little. Okay. Everything's there, 100% there. Okay.
Go and slide it under the screw.
There we go. I hate this. Okay.
That should be good. I watched a tutorial and they were like, you're gonna feel tension when you put it in. Do not freak out. It's totally fine.
You hear it creaking and it's expensive. It's hundreds of dollars.
I know, it's so crazy.
Am I hurting it?
Now, is this a video that you'll be able to save on YouTube
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people can watch?
Totally. Yeah. Right now we have 12. Yeah, exactly. Right now we have 12
Who's that sweaty
viewers.
animal with you holding?
Yeah, I know, me too. Well, I say we turn this AC back on.
Okay, we can go back in there.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting nervous.
No. Well, I think it's a little of both.
It gets hot.
I think we're both on.
It's a hot day.
And it's a warm
Easter.
day. It's literally like the first warm day.
Did Jesus rise or something?
I know,
It's
right?
hot in here.
Lord.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna touch metal again because you know
Yeah,
what? It's just my whole
I
deal.
agree. Do that.
It's my whole deal.
Cool. Our processes are in there. We can install the RAM now. Oh, that's one thing we need to figure out. So there's 4 channels for your RAM to go into, right? We only have 2 sticks. We need to put them in the proper 2 slots for the computer to recognize, oh, I'm using these first and then the other 2 later. That's what I'm going to look for in this manual here. It's going to tell me where everything goes. It's in German right now. Where the hell is it?
So the RAM's gonna go. You probably already said this, but in here, right? But
Yep.
it gives you an order, right? You have to put it in certain spots.
Here it is. Dual channel memory configuration, and it's kind of like a D&D, priority 1. So these are who's going to get it first. It's actually A2 and B2 that actually get populated first in the dual channel memory configuration.
Okay, so how do we figure out what A2 and B2 is?
It will tell us on this board. And I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm not looking for it.
No, you're good.
It
Take
is,
your time.
what is it going to show me? It's going to have it on a different page. Hold on. Okay. So, as you can see, here's a diagram of the board, and it says right there which one's A2 and B2.
So
Which I
be
believe
oriented this way. Yeah, it is this one and that one. Okay.
A little odd, right? You would think priority 1 would be A1, B1. Not the case.
Now, are these prioritized, these 2 different sticks?
Nope,
No,
they're
not at all?
independent. You can have them in either side. They do
Do they
need
go
to
this
be.
way
They do
or
need to
this way?
match. We're first going to open the channel.
Oh, right.
And when it slots in, it's going to push them back inwards, and then
Right.
we push them inwards. Maybe. Oh shoot. Okay, these don't move. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Usually,
Yep.
usually in other motherboards, it's both sides. They wing open and close. Okay.
Gotcha.
So these sticks can only go one way.
Okay,
so
great.
you can might as well. You take one, I'll take the other.
Sure.
You'll see which ones how they line up. But, they pretty much slot
Do they?
in like
It
an old
doesn't
NES,
matter.
like an
which-
old NES cartridge. You're gonna see how they. Yeah, it only goes in one way.
Okay.
So there you go. Let's push it down.
All right. There it is. It's kind of hard for you to see, but we'll lift it up and kind of show. Actually, that looks.
Yeah. This
Oh,
one,
it's off?
Yeah, this one on this side.
Okay.
And I don't
Good look.
Yeah, this is weird. Only because I don't like.
Oh, there you go.
That's
All right, that's good. It's going to be a lot of me doing it once and wrong, and then Carlo fixing it. So what you're going to see a lot.
You could do this.
Well,
I'm just kind of like,
it's because
let me do that.
But that's why you're here. I mean, in the future, sure, I'll know what to look out for, what to do. But you're literally the guru here to help me.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, exactly. You're the veteran. Rookie. You're the veteran, exactly. Okay.
I mean, I've felt cleaner snaps, but it's in there properly. It was snug, but that's good.
This isn't all the way. The side here is not all the way snapped in. I don't think compared to the other one. You see? Okay, now it's in. All right, now we're good.
Cool.
Okay.
So those guys are there.
Okay, that's next.
I think we're gonna go right into the board.
Great.
Into the case. Okay, so with that, we're going to move the case on some of these things. This is probably
sure.
And these guys too.
Garbage pile over there. I'll deal with it later.
Let me see here. Oh, one of the screws came with the inside the motherboard.
That's. I think you're looking at it.
There should be more.
There's what was this again?
There's nothing in the box.
Oh, wait, what? What is the? This is the box. This is the box right here.
Okay.
So we can open it up and see.
Check it out. Let me check this out because what we're trying, what I'm looking for right now are the screws that we have to mount it into the case. So maybe
there's nothing in this box. It might be in this box. I think this is this.
This came,
everything in here.
You know, it probably came with the case, and these are the screws that came with the
Okay.
case. So I just want to get them ready now.
Gotcha. Wow, I feel like a real professional how-to YouTuber. This is great, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat, Carlo and Golden, here to make it happen. Motherboard Talk, our weekly show.
So let's see. This is what mounts.
That's ready to go.
Yeah, screws. So if you see these little slots, there's about 6 of them in the braces. There's one in the middle. Exactly.
Yeah.
So here,
2, 3.
we're gonna need 6.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's 2 here.
Okay.
There's 1 here, 1 here.
We're definitely going to go on the outside. I think the one in the middle, actually, a screw doesn't go in there. There's going to be something that holds up the screw. Though.
I'm also noticing, see these tiny little holes? That might be where those tiny little screws go.
Possibly.
For some reason.
This is not the screw for that. Let's take a peek here in the case.
Sure.
In the box, rather.
Very well be.
Some more screws that we haven't seen yet. Nope.
No, nothing in there.
Well, let's see if those screws do work, because they feel loose, but maybe they will fit snug with the case.
Oh, gotcha.
So this definitely won't. Let's was there a manual that came with this?
Yes.
Tell us what screws to attach to it.
See, it's right here.
Oh.
Software guide. Okay, bigger guides over there.
Okay, here they are.
Okay, cool. What is the case?
MBD, they gave us 16 of them. So
Okay.
these are, which ones, these are the ones we need. So 16 of them. I'm guessing that's these, correct?
Yeah, because they have the
dome top.
Tighter.
It's either these or these, which.
Because there's also this one right here that looks similar to this.
Right. There's 16 of those as well.
Great. What's the difference?
They look the same, right?
Foreign language.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
So yeah, you're right.
No.
No, wait.
Huh. So one is the motherboard HDD screws, and one is the SSD ODD screws. Is what it says.
They look the same.
They look the same on here as well.
Right. Assholes. Okay. I
So
mean,
maybe
they look
are the
different
same.
in physically, though.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The problem is they
okay.
look physically different. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I guess it's user's preference. I'm going to say these guys look cool.
Cool.
We're going to use those.
All right.
But they should both work.
Okay, great. Should we pull the case over here?
Yeah. Let's put the one back panel on again.
Right.
This side. Yeah,
Sure.
I think it's on your side.
Yep. Right here.
Handle that.
Sure, I'll try. We'll attempt to. It's on. Do I need to flip it?
No.
No. Oh, it's this. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, as you pulled it out, it was like that.
God, it's gonna be so embarrassing when I'm like unable to do this. All right.
You can actually just put it over it.
Put it over and then slide it in. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
line
I
it up
see.
and then press it against it and then slide it to the right. Yeah. On the top and bottom. Should feel like it's slopped in. There you go.
I think that's it.
I think the
Bottom no good?
Yeah. Get started back out. Make sure you get all the lined up. And definitely want you to get a feel for this, and you might have to do this over and over. Oh, that's good. Okay. Looks good, right?
I think so.
So now we'll put in thumb screws on the top and bottom. There you go.
All right, and again, everybody, I mean, feel free to make fun of me, actually, because that's completely fine. Baby's first gaming PC, so every little thing is, I am like, yeah, I am like totally clueless on.
What about?
Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay. So let's flip this guy on its side.
Sure. Now, it comes with a fan built in, but we got 4 extra ones. Are we going to need those extra fans?
Yeah.
Cool.
We have 2 in there, and we have 4.
Oh, 2? Yeah.
We have 4 additional slots, I believe. So 1 here, 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
Damn.
and there might be one enough space down here for another one.
Shit.
So you want to load it up with as many fans as possible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect.
This stuff is important, and it's in the way right now. So yeah, it's.
Just give you a little idea what the inside looks like while Carlo removes these a little bit.
Guts. These
And let
are
me know
the-
if you need me to do something. I'll hold the camera until then.
These cables will help us with the power buttons in the front with USB. What is it? Yeah, this is for USB 3.0. So when you plug in your cables in the front of the case, it actually snakes back to the motherboard via these cables. We just don't need them right now, so I'm going to just uncable them. This is a cable for the fan. I'm just going to tuck it away up here because we're going to lower this guy into the board. Now, there's a little hole here, and that's going to pretty much center my motherboard.
God, I see now.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you
And all these guys up here are going
Hook
to
into
line up
that.
with that panel.
do
down
that
here.
panel right there.
So we
Perfect.
kind of should have everything we need to just.
So great, too, that I have documentation of this for myself.
Right.
For later on. Yep. So it's right in there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Lex? Oh, cool.
Come on, mofo. I get it. It's almost there. It's very close to being right there. Trying to get it. It doesn't feel 100%, so I'm just going to.
Cool.
It looks lined up, but I don't like how
Feels a little,
sitting.
yeah, that little piece
So,
that it's in there is a little weird.
okay. Let's see. Let me show.
Just getting that in better. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. I think that would be a lot sturdier. That one part.
Delicate, tiny things,
Right.
you know. And I'm not a small person.
Yeah. I'm the worst with delicate, tiny things.
How's that look? Is that better?
A little bit.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right up on there,
Yeah, it is.
and it's lined up with the screws,
Okay.
with the screw holes.
I
So,
don't think it's too bad, but it feels a little wobbly.
do you have or cell phones have flashlights?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Yeah, everything, all this, the holes for the mounts are lined up with the case. So that's what I'm really looking for. It does look like there's a little space in the front with the back panel and the ports, but I think we'll be okay.
Cool.
So if you have an extra screwdriver, let's take some of these screws. and
Great.
go nuts.
All
I'll give
right,
you some.
let's do it. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to take.
So we're just going right now. I'm not gonna have a good angle on it, so we can get this done faster. But we're just going in and screwing these into their each individual slots. Got one in the corner here. Actually, here, so I can see it a lot better.
And you don't want to go too tight, you know, just
Right.
enough so it feels tight, and then we'll go around on each one and adjust.
Great. Just right when it gets a little snug.
Exactly.
Awesome. That's what
And it has these little metal bushings on it, so you can't
Ooh,
go too tight.
bushings.
But
I once dated a girl with some metal bushings. All right. Can't tell what this is. Dudes with screwdrivers.
Man, when I've helped a couple friends do, oh shit, sorry, a couple friends do this before, and everyone gets frustrated at some point or another because we're not tiny people,
Yeah.
and we're holding tiny little delicate
Tiny
equipment.
little things.
And I had to remind him, like, Dennis, his name's Dennis in this scenario. You gotta remember, Chinese children are making these parts, so naturally it's gonna feel small
Right.
because that's who's making it.
Right. Jeez, I can't even. Am I going for that one right there?
Which one?
This one right here?
Yeah, why not? Let's do them all.
Like, just trying to-
Hey, you got a hole? I'll screw it.
That is awkward. Oh yeah, really getting into the innuendos now at this point.
Oh, you're a gamer now.
Do you have
now you're
a
playing with power.
magnet on yours?
Oh, do I? Shit. Is there a magnet on this thing?
Just because this one is just really hard
Bitch.
to. Yeah. A bitch to screw. And I have no idea where that screw is. Oh, it was on here. Is mine magnetized? Maybe.
That's cool. It's a good screwdriver.
Okay, yeah, I think it is. I'm an idiot.
Use it.
Yeah, use the power of the magnet.
It'd be funny if you were using the Force and you don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a Jedi. You're
Are
a
you
Jedi,
excited?
Holden.
Did you see the
Uh,
trailer?
I was, you know what? Thor trailer excited me more.
Really?
It's not that this one was bad. You know, I did like it. I'm just more like, I want to wait to see it, you know, before I get too excited. It's not
Just
that
give you
I liked Rogue One. I liked all the new ones so far.
yeah, I loved Rogue One. I thought
Rogue
that was
One
great. I'm
made
not
me-
like a big Star Wars fanboy
Rogue
per
One
se, but
made me cry. I'll be honest.
I'm excited. But I hope the new Guardians is great because that was actually one of my favorite superhero film experiences in the
yeah?
theater.
Shit.
Holy fuck, dude, that was so much fun.
It really, you know, that's the one movie I think I've seen more than any other Marvel movie. Like I like rewatching it. I like going to sleep to that movie.
It was hilarious because it was a summer day, and I was with Danny Tamborelli,
Okay.
and we went and saw, and it was one of the first times I was hanging out with Danny Tamborelli. You know, Pete, little Pete,
Yeah.
Pete and Pete, and
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks and all that stuff. Yeah, use that bad boy.
He's a Jersey guy, right?
Yeah, I think so. And so we did that, and then we went to Barcade and played and beat the Ninja Turtles arcade game. And I was like, middle school or like even elementary school me would have shat my pants at the idea that I would go like see a big awesome superhero movie and then beat Ninja Turtles the arcade game with Danny Tamborelli. I would have lost my fucking mind. We had such a good time that day.
That's like, yeah, that's better than, Nick taking over your school or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Snick.
So there you go. Right now, we just got. Why don't I hold this?
Okay.
So you don't have to. I'm sorry, I'm being a terrible assistant, Carlo.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I don't know what we are.
We're
We're assisting each other here.
The computer's playing us, man.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be playing it.
Yeah. No shit.
That feels like
God help me. God help Lexi, actually. That's the person I feel worse for at this point.
Okay. So that one feels good. Is that a screw hole? That is, I think.
Yeah, that's totally a screw hole.
My
Believe me,
holes.
I know a screw hole when I see a screw hole. You want to do?
I'm worried if I see a hole you haven't screwed.
Yeah.
That's how
That's the thing.
frequently you screw things.
It's just so clearly that moment when it's like we're just doing something very repetitive and sort of generally considered boring that we just start making non-stop sexual innuendos. Cool.
Okay, that feels good. I mean, we're
if you want to test my screw capabilities.
I think you're fine too. Let's see.
Oh, there's one over here I didn't catch.
Which guy? Where are we looking?
There's a screw hole here in this corner.
Oh yeah,
here.
definitely grab that guy. I'll let you do it.
Sure. You could be my light, and maybe I don't know if you want to explain what we're gonna do next to our viewers.
Next, we're gonna
and
be.
to me,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
We're in a place right now where
The fan,
yes.
for the CPU specifically.
The fans, yeah, exactly. The CPU fan. The fan is a big piece of equipment, right? And anything that's big right now, you want to be careful because you want to get the little stuff out of the way before you put the big stuff in there. So right now, you probably want to go over attaching all these little cables. And we're going to do that right now.
Great.
So
cool.
This guy is for USB. 3.0 that are ports in the front of the case, and we want to match that to a slot that will provide USB 3.0. And it says it, I just want to find it. I don't know this motherboard, so I'm going to check it out. That's this one. This is a serial port that only goes in one direction. So I think it's one of these two ports, but I'm going to refer to the manual just to be sure.
Sure.
Where is that manual?
Also, have you noticed I got a haircut? Looking great? Feeling great.
100%. Man, this thing has everything. So I'm pretty sure it has two USB 3.0 expansion ports, which is nice.
Thank you, little crack a crip, for your follow on Twitch. Thank you very much for that. If you're watching this, little crack a crip. If you're watching this right now. Let's see what else. Let me check in, see if there are any comments or anything. I don't know if people are saying anything, criticizing the components of the. No. Carlo was very curious if people were being critical.
I need to know. I need validation.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah, I think we're good on that. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Cool.
See, this is already like, they gave us this ridiculously long cable that needs to go only like 2 inches away. So I'm more just now trying to figure out a way to snake it where it needs to go, where it doesn't take up more space, and I'm just going to tuck it back.
Gotcha. A little wire. Now that is,
management.
I'm going to tell you right now, that is going to be a big issue for me. That's going to be a problem. I mean, is the main thing that can a bad wire management, is it just for your sanity, or can it really affect performance if you have?
I mean, it's always like when you're building a system, you want to take your time to do it, I guess, as best you can, because anything you do now, you're not going to worry about later.
Right.
So, you know, nothing's going to, you don't want to have cables that are touching fans or resting on top of equipment.
Right.
So make sure you're doing that and you're 100% fine. You can
It's
have
fine.
them
And it's
kind of latticed on top of each other.
then it's just about for your own sanity.
Exactly.
Keep them tied and
So you're like, oh, let me go back in. Okay, that goes to
That
this,
goes
that
there.
goes there, and you're fine.
like you should see the back of my TV right now. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I did label some stuff on there finally, but it is.
This is audio, and this goes. God damn it! This,
Now I didn't get an audio card.
That's fine. The motherboard itself has at least 7.1 surround.
That's
sound
if you just are
capabilities.
audiophile. Is that kind of more for that,
Yeah.
or is that something I'd want to invest in at some point down the road?
I don't think it's that necessary. If you're doing audio work, I would think you probably already have equipment.
Right,
So
right.
audio, a video, a sound
Not
card is not
necessarily, but I could have, eventually. But gotcha. So if I got Fruit Loops running on my shit, and I'm trying to,
if you're
make
mixing
some
and shit like that,
quote unquote dank beats
Right.
for my bar when I'm spitting bars, I would want to do that. Maybe eventually.
All right. Now this is shit that I really hate.
It's the most important part of the stream
everything's
is
in German too.
this is how to curse at a manual,
Yeah.
which is something you will get very used to as a person with a PC.
So just to fill you in on what I'm doing, here's what we're trying to connect. I want you to
Sure.
check these out
Sure.
and read those guys and what it says on this thing.
Power SW, reset SW, HDD LED, plus P LED minus P LED. So that's like display stuff, right?
That-
LED,
Yeah, those are just the little
HD audio.
little tiny bulbs that show that the computer's on and it's working and blinking.
So
that needs to connect to the
that-
motherboard, and those are going to go here somewhere. I just need to know the proper orientation because they're
Gotcha.
tiny little. See how
Tiny,
small
tiny,
they are,
tiny.
and
Oh,
see
yeah.
the little prongs that they go
little
on.
spikes.
It's
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And I just, you need to. So I want to get the big one out of the way first. This guy, that's HD audio, and
Great.
I'm looking at this part right here: onboard headers and connections.
Now, if I
That's
were
the
to
section.
to guess, that goes in this right here, but we'll see
Let's
what it is.
let's check. Let's see where this guy says all this is.
Just looking for the connection at this point. I'll show off my My Morning Jacket live at Red Rocks show poster that I got framed when I went and saw that with my brother at Red Rocks. Very good show. Very good show indeed. Man, interested to. How much is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? Is that a full price game?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You spend at least $40.
Yeah, I can't justify buying too many games is the problem. One good thing is I at least have
Here it is. Okay, so it says HD audio
a
one
couple
is this
games.
guy.
Oh, I didn't even see that over there. Okay,
That's what
cool.
it says.
Yeah, that makes sense.
HD audio
It looks
one.
like it's the correct size.
Just double check which one. So it's front panel audio header. Okay, so yeah, when you plug in, so
That's
you see
gonna
how
go.
there's one slot that's
Yeah,
missing.
which is
There's one pin that's missing, so
yeah.
it's only going to have one orientation.
Yeah, which is great. So I guess they did that on purpose.
Exactly. So that part's nice. Everything goes in its place.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Actually, before you plug that in,
Uh-huh.
here's something that we could do. Check this out. Unplug it.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah. Why am I plugging in when you just said not to?
I'll let you do it, but let's actually try to snake it underneath
Okay.
here and then have it pop out of here so it's out of the way.
Okay,
Yeah, so
so
start
I'm
over
just
there.
gonna slide it this way. Guide it over to you.
Let's go this way more. Oh, I had it. Where'd it go? There it is. Yep. Keep going. A little bit more.
Cool.
And you can grab that.
Show. Yeah, sure. There it is. There.
Can you grab it out of this guy? See if we can-
All right. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Actually, push it again. I got it this time. Just push. Okay. Cool.
This there.
Great. Actually, I see how that plugs in. I'm gonna hold up the thing just so that they can see while you do it. That's cool.
Okay.
All right. I see. I had just done it. So. Goes in. You see that at all?
So,
It's nice right there.
it's not kind of what I like.
Yeah, it felt a little. weird to me as well.
There we go. Okay, that's snug. All right.
Okay, cool.
So this allows you to plug in your headphones in the front of the computer,
Great.
and that's all good. That's all nice.
Gotcha.
They're all good things.
So now we're looking at these prongs.
These are things I think I hate this the most. This is for me probably the hardest part.
This is fitting those into the
I know
little-
where these go. They go here. The problem is
which goes where?
yeah, just the proper orientation because there's 2 little holes and there's like 16 of these things, and I'm like, is it this way or that way? And yeah, I want you to look at it too because it's always better to have a couple eyes on it.
So
yeah,
you can see that's like the diagram we're looking at.
right. So down here, that's number 14. Number 14. What does it say on this page? 14?
System panel header, panel 1.
So there's another section that actually describes all those headers.
Okay, cool.
And it goes through each.
And are those the headers we're
for the
connecting?
power button. Yeah, power button. I think it's right here.
Okay, so PLED1. So let's see here.
And that's down here.
That's down there.
It's really hard to see.
It's those down at the end there.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So the G and D is the bottom right one. Is there a G and D?
That stands for ground, and that is. I
I don't see that there, right?
No, I don't see it. Yeah. So we
Okay,
don't have
next
that.
to
Which
that
one?
is reset number. Do we have that? I see
Yeah.
a reset SW.
Reset SW just stands for switch.
Okay, so reset
Switch.
pound sign is what? Sorry, I'm just not even.
Plus sign?
Or pound sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is what goes next to it.
Let's see.
See? Reset pound.
Okay, what's on the top side of that?
Top is
Another ground. Okay. So they just,
power button.
so what they're doing is they're pretty
And
much.
then PLED minus and PLED plus. Yeah, this is,
Bitch.
yeah.
Fucking bitch.
Oh.
I hate this shit.
Sit for a second. Ugh. It's an awkward position for me.
Yeah,
I
right.
got these shitty lower back problems, but we don't need to talk about that on this stream. Snaked in.
Yeah.
So we're just snaking it through here. Sliding it through the thing to make it less of a pain in the ass. And then we gotta connect these the way they gotta connect. So should I tell you?
Let me see here.
Okay, so we're gonna go a little less prioritizing the video because we need to get this right.
All right. We'll start with the little plus LEDs and minus LEDs. There's only
Okay.
one prong each, right?
So yeah, that would be
The plus is on the top side.
the plus. Well, it's they're directly. Oh, okay, wait. HLED and PLED.
PLED.
So PLED is the
So
you're
yeah, that's the
looking at it
orientation.
over
yeah.
there. 1, 2, 3, 4 over from the blank slot.
So
It's
the last
PLED
slot.
plus.
The last slot.
Yeah.
The last slot.
They just seem to be. There seem to be more than.
Yeah, I mean that's another.
Four.
That's another. I know. We're just looking at this. There's 2 black blocks. with
Okay.
prongs. We're just looking at this block here.
Okay.
'Cause I can see over-
from my angle,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to differentiate. So
On the-
farthest over up
Yeah.
to up on the top.
So it would be that.
Yeah.
one type of
Mm-hmm.
thing.
4 over from the blank slot.
So- And
Yeah.
even then, it's like it doesn't matter, but they're squares.
Right. So you
and-
want them to like kind of fit
Yeah,
nice
like exactly.
as much as possible.
Okay. So and then the minus goes underneath it.
The minus goes next to it, towards the blank spot. PLED minus, right next to it. Yeah.
And then
Underneath is the HD LED. If that's even a thing.
okay, so let me get that. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right.
And then the power PWRB.
So now, all right. Is there a plus or a minus on the HDMI?
Yeah. So plus is all the way over, minus is next to it.
Okay. So.
You got that right?
Yes.
Is minus the one you're about to plug in?
Yes.
Okay, great.
But it's the 2 are actually together. They're in one block. See?
Ah, gotcha.
It's a bitch.
And then next to that is the power. PWRBTN at least is what it is. Is the power.
That could mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like a power button, I'm guessing.
Let me see.
Oh, that makes sense. Like hitting the power button. Sorry, let me do this. How about I do that?
Okay, so I did the H. Okay, let me do the minus LED.
Minus LED
On top of the
is.
minus HDMI.
Yeah, for you it's on top, I guess.
Right.
Underneath it from my
Okay,
intuition.
now power reset. They didn't fucking power.
Now the reset, no, it says reset #, and it's underneath. You see that?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
So I believe. Now we'll find out quickly if it doesn't work. It's not going to break anything. It just won't work. You know, we'll
Gotcha.
press the power button and we'll press the restart button and it just won't work.
Cool. You electrocute yourself?
Nothing. We don't have any electric. And nothing. No, there's no current right now. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm an idiot.
No, I mean there is a battery. I don't think it's going to electrocute me though. There's a battery right there.
Oh, does that allow you to just test it?
That keeps the clock on the motherboard always going at all times,
Oh,
and that could go bad, and it's not going to destroy the board or anything like that. But
We gotta replace
if you
it.
ever power down or move the thing, you know, it could be a problem. All right, let's just, there's the reset plus in the ground.
Yeah.
Wait, reset.
Reset plus is diagonal to the blank slot.
Should I do this? All right, so this thing did not indicate if it's a plus or minus, but if it's going like the other ones, it's the arrow indicates the plus.
Really? Which one? The reset?
The power and the reset.
Oh yeah,
flips.
power button is a pound next to it.
I'm just saying they come in pairs. You see these two slots.
Oh yeah.
So the pound is at the
So
other.
you would assume it would be in the same orientation.
Yeah. So the GMD on the opposite side of it is actually ground. It's actually part of the same thing.
Oh, gotcha.
So
So
I
you
just
would
need
think
to
it
know
would go
that-
plus minus plus minus.
Right.
So minus
resets-
next to the blank slot is what we would do. Looks like.
This
God.
should be correct.
This is fucking bonkers, Carlo.
There we go. That should be correct.
Okay, so we got it plugged in. That was see, that would have, if we were like Skyping, I would have like, well, we'll see too if it works, but that would have made me lose my mind and may still make me lose my mind depending
John Roberts, like, ground yourself, man.
on.
We don't have any anti-static straps, but I think we're
We're all right.
okay. We're the hard part's behind us.
Okay.
Okay. We have. This I forgot. I think where's our power supply? Power supply's going to go. I think right here.
Oh, so you're saying that we need to pull that cord out and reorient? It's there. Should we just deal with it when we get there?
It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just making sure. Ground yourself, man.
I keep wanting to make really lame dad-style jokes about like getting grounded, and I already made a really bad one yesterday on stream about being like, I stayed up past my bedtime, and then I told myself to go to my room so that I could ground myself. It's just so bad, Carlo, and that's just a bad, shitty joke. And if you want to get into comedy and you think that joke is spectacular, you'll do well in like, the Midwest. So actually keep with it.
Okay. Let's get that processor fan going.
Cool.
Need the thermal
So-
paste.
Now the thermal paste has been such a point of contention for me. The funny thing is I ordered all this stuff. It all came in immediately. It was fantastic. And the one thing that I'm still waiting on is my thermal paste. But luckily this came with thermal paste, so I didn't have to deal with it. But I just kept hearing it. I'm just like, why do you need paste? So I was told about this friction that happens. It's microscopic. It's very tiny, but it can still mess with what you got going on. So you need to add. But I'm Jake Young from Wizard the Bruiser. When I was talking about my PC build, one of his things was don't go too crazy with the thermal paste.
No, yeah.
You just need a little dabble, do you? Apparently.
Yeah, a lot of times these fans will come with some pre-applied, and that's good. But a lot of people, just by practice, will buy their own tube of thermal paste, take some alcohol, remove whatever comes with the factory, and apply their own. You should not apply too much. I almost want to look at another video just to see how much we should apply, but I more or less know.
If you want, yeah.
Do you have a clean razor blade by chance? There's a couple people will say, hey, just put a tiny amount and just place your heatsink directly on top.
Directly on
That'll
top.
be a good enough contact for it. Other people say, put like a pea or a smaller size on it and smear it as thin as you can across with very little excess with a razor blade or maybe even, I guess, a measure card could work.
Yeah.
We could do that. We have a couple methods.
So I have a card.
Do you have any rubbing alcohol experience?
Let me ask. Yeah, I have. Let's see. I have this. Would an Amazon gift card work?
It would.
Should be thinner than that? Is this okay?
Ooh.
It's used, so don't. Yeah, it's not
I
necessary whatsoever. Let me see if we have rubbing alcohol. We might.
it's ghetto, but you can't worry too much about thermal paste. It's just you can't overdo it. You got to know that. You'll notice that's one thing that's good about this is when we put it together,
Rubbing alcohol.
we're going to download some programs that
I'm gonna wash my hands.
good idea. We're going to download some programs that will monitor, how hot everything's running, how well it's running, and you'll know immediately when things are not working the way they should. And things like thermal paste, generally with a cooler like this, you can see how other people in similar builds have benchmarked their hardware and how it runs. And if it's running really hot, you might have applied too much. I guess you can't run the risk of putting too little, because you'll know if you put too little, it won't work right, and you'll also will run too hot. So hopefully it's not a trial and error thing. Hopefully we get it right the first time. And I've built 3 PCs for myself in the past, and I've helped build 2 more in the last 2 years for friends. This will be the 3rd. I'm not too worried. Let me wash my hands real quick. And
Sure.
You have something to just, I guess, a napkin to swab this with alcohol.
Oh,
So
sure.
that's-
Great. Everybody, hold while we apply this thing. This thermal paste, man. This is the weirdest part. It's like sounds dirty. First of all.
Why does my computer need paste?
Yeah, like why do we gotta put paste into the equation? Like as if,
It's like someone's pulling you. Like, hey, did you get the water cylinder for your
Right,
What
yeah.
are you talking about? What do you need
I
water
really almost thought, just like when people were like, ground yourself, I was like, seriously? All right, I'm just rubbing like each end of this thing. So it's only like one end of it that you're gonna need, right?
Now,
All right, let's go with this side.
yeah, I'm gonna dab
Woo!
a little.
That's a stinky. Smells like vodka. All right. Sweet. Constantly touching metal to ground myself, you
Now-
fuckers.
Let's this might be a bracket that we have to install. Did this come with any? Oh, here this one. So we gotta read real quick how to install this for this type of processor, because these kind of some of these heat sinks and fans work for not just Intel processors but AMD as well, and some require you install a bracket, some require you don't. And it'll tell you right away. I just don't have first-hand knowledge, but I do know that this heat sink and fan do work with this motherboard and processor. So
It's like I gotta lift these off right here. Here, do you want to check this out?
sure. It should tell. Yeah, it should have instructions for Intel boards. For Intel
Oh, okay.
specific to. Let's see. Oh, it actually gives you a little diagram on how you should be applying the thermal
Paste.
paste they
Oh.
gave you.
Nice.
As you can see right there, when you unpeel that plastic on top, we'll do that at the very
Okay.
moment that we're going to be doing it. And you're going to apply almost like thin lines across each of the copper pipes there.
Gotcha.
So we'll do that. We'll use those extruders.
And we won't even need a card necessarily. So this grid sort of here. It's nuts. Thanks everybody for joining us for this stream. Sorry, it's a little second of downtime here while we get this oriented. Again, we're putting this fan directly over top the CPU, the Intel chip on the motherboard in order to specifically cool that. It needs its own fancy fan, which I found to be very interesting.
So another thing to note is orientation. Now this fan should have an indication on which direction the wind is blowing, but from what I'm reading in the diagrams, it's going to be pulling air from this side and pushing it out over the over the heat sinks, making sense. And what we want is we want to check to see the fan. This fan is already inside the case.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but there's a little arrow here, and that tells you which direction the fan's pulling. This is an exhaust fan, so it's taking air from inside here and pushing it out the back.
Yeah.
So we want, when we mount this guy, to have this fan on this side pushing air through the heatsink out to this exhaust. So this is our orientation. So that's good to know.
Good.
Now I'm just trying to figure out if we need brackets or not. And that's the thing.
And that's only for specific motherboards, and we just need to our motherboard. That's what I was trying to figure out when I was looking at it, and then my eyes went crossed. So
yeah, this is another 1, 2, 4 socket 115
Intel socket. That's solution for Intel socket 2 2011.
Where does it say that?
Right here. That's that one. I definitely see the screw holes for it.
So, okay. So, what's going on is, for socket types 2011, which you don't have, you have 1150.
Okay.
You do not need that. This
thing. Oh, wonderful.
For these socket types, you do need it.
Oh,
so
never mind.
2011 just tells you, hey, go right ahead. This one says we need to, and what's good about this case is you can remove the back panel and just install it. Otherwise, we would have had to have done that before we put the motherboard, which is good. So, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. But first thing, we could install these, because we still need these guys.
Okay, sure.
So, there's not much there to go. I'm not sure which screws we use, but these guys are going to go here. I think it's going to go like this.
Looks to be like this. Yeah, that's totally
Or
it.
is it like this?
No, it's like. Are we going off of this right here?
Right.
Yeah, it's like that.
And which screws are
Then it's like that. Probably the really tiny ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's only 4 of them.
Yep. Let's do it. Screwing these little brackets on at the top right here.
Pieces on the spot, make the right selection.
What's that from?
You're racing the clock. Pop goes perfection. Milton Bradley.
Schoolhouse. Oh, right. That was some Schoolhouse Rock or something. Now there's no nuts or whatever they just screw on and stoppers or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking. I'm not a craftsman, Carlo.
I mean, everyone makes different gear, so it's good to ask this question. I personally don't know.
I mean, it didn't come with it, so
It doesn't
I
look
would
like
have
it. Yeah. My screwdriver's not helping here.
Also got the shaky hands. Yeah. No worries. How about you here?
Oh.
You want to go? And I think, see that plastic at the bottom there? We may need to remove that.
It does say we're going to be removing these. Why does he hold that?
These I can just real tight on there, right?
Sure.
I mean, these
I would actually suggest it. Would not recommend that.
yeah. Don't have to worry about being too snug.
Carlo, to feed you.
I ate a lot before I came over, like a lot.
Well, if you can.
Easter. Oh, thank you.
Or a drink or anything. We got water and wine.
Hey, Jesus.
Just tell me if you need the wine, is I gotta go turn it into it. So. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter PC build day. Well, this was great because Carlo was going to initially come and do it tomorrow, but we realized that he was at his grandmother's place, and we realized
over there.
his grandmother lives
And
5 blocks away, and Grandpa lives 5 blocks away. So we were like, to hell with it, let's do it right now, you know, and we'll just impromptu live stream it. And thanks all 11 of you who are still watching. 10. One person's jumped out. Unbelievable. No, thank you all for so John is watching.
Probably.
That's hilarious. Hey John. Hey Aiden. What's happening? Thanks for watching, and of course this will be held for posterity, saved on my YouTube channel, which would be good because if I have any questions, I can go back, check it out.
Girlfriend's like, what are you?
Just let her know you don't have to go back here tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is nice. Oh, yeah.
This too has an orientation, and I did not follow it. But there's little screw holes over here that it fits in right above.
Okay, I see that. Now, do you want me to screw that in?
I don't think we go in from this side.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. That would make a ton of sense.
Just want to make sure. Does it go in this way?
So we're just mounting this thing right here, and then screwing down the fan on the other side. Yeah, that makes...
And which screws are these? Let me see.
I think we only have... Oh, there's shorter ones and taller ones.
Yeah.
So it's the shorter and taller.
Let's see. Screws M3, 20 millimeters. So those are screws M3, 20 millimeters. They're the ones that look like this one.
Let's see.
Right?
It's either M3 or M4. I think they're the longer ones.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Because see, M4 is shorter. M3 is a little bit longer.
That's what it is, man.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Good time. See, I know how to, you know.
Here we are. We're getting to the thermal paste part. And I'm just
my
like,
God.
just kind of, just taking a deep breath here. Okay. All right, we can lay it back on the side. Yeah, I'll leave the back side off. Yes.
For now, just in case it pops. Yeah. All right.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah.
So, yep. Yeah.
Not a big deal either way. I mean, should I start screwing stuff in?
I'll let you know this is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Exactly what they recommend here. And they're
So
not
you're
even going nuts.
So we're putting just a little bit of thermal paste on each one of these copper bars right here.
A line down each one.
Yep.
When we put it all on the board and install it, it'll mush down and create hopefully a fine film that will help transfer that heat.
Beautiful.
Just do it.
So we're
Fuck it. Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
Beautiful. Screw it. Ground. Oh, no, you probably don't need
Why
to do
not?
that.
Why not? Yeah.
You know, I will show the pasting happen, and then we're just going to splat it onto the CPU and screw it all in. Is that what's going on?
That's what she said.
All right. That's what she said.
Come on, paste.
No.
Come on, paste.
Oh, there you go. So we can maybe dab it with the card. Ew, this feels wrong.
That is probably too much on this side. Get some rubbing alcohol, clean it up a little bit.
Cool, cool. Let me figure out if this is the nerdiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Believe me, it's not the
Fucking
best thermal
crazy.
pasting I've done,
Yeah.
but it's adequate. We will be okay.
I mean, if you use too much thermal paste,
You'll know.
you'll know. Why?
Yeah.
How will you know?
Yeah, well, we'll download
like
some
what's-
software that'll monitor heat, and we'll see that it runs right, and it's not going to run efficiently. No, the computer's not going to slow down and break. It'll just be hot, and you'll be like, all right, that's too hot. Let's go back in there and maybe redo the heat to make sure there's everything going on.
Great. Gotcha.
This bad boy is going right here.
So it just goes right on top of the CPU, as you can see. I watched one how-to video, and that's why I know that. I don't remember the thermal paste part of that how-to video, but you know what?
Those are fucking long ass screws if that's what it is.
They are. They are long screws. What?
We gotta get through the fan. So, all right, it's on there. It's lined up over the holes, and we just gonna screw it in now.
All right. So we're going to do that. I don't think you guys necessarily need to
Well,
see an overhead view of that. We'll.
I'll leave it.
Now, why does it have two loops? Is my one question. Does that matter?
The other socket size was
Okay.
lined up on the board. You know?
We're going for the inner one, right?
We're going. Yeah. I mean, they'll. I think the inner one is the one that matches up.
Sorry. Oh, great. The worst. I'm the worst. Apologies. This is one of those tiny hands moments. That is brutal.
Is it the inside one or is it the outside one? Let me see. Yep, it's the inside one.
Okay.
That's what we're good to go.
Another time we'll
should-
it up.
Yeah, let's go
Screw
all.
one in, right?
Yeah, let's get one them all in.
Oh,
Let's go
another
through
time
the-
lining that one up. Maybe if we line the other ones up. Ish. Well, if this one's lined up, it's that way. When I screw this in, is that in?
Only go very little. When you feel it threaded, then you move on to the next one. Is it long? Don't tighten it.
Okay.
Very, very loosely.
Okay.
And just put it out into the
So,
May I?
please.
Well, this,
Sure. So we're just trying to screw these in. They're a little tricky, a little tough. And do you think it's sliding the thermal paste around? Is that
it is. I mean, that's going to be okay.
right? That's okay.
It's fine.
I really wish this slotted in like the RAM. But the whole idea is just that there are so many different components that you can go with, right? So they're just giving you like all the options.
Exactly. It's like a universal mount. So
That's why
it won't fit as snug as other things.
right. Needs to go. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Got it. All right. Awesome.
So they recommend going 25% on each screw first.
Okay.
So I mean, we kind of did that already. So let's get the
Yeah.
last one.
All right.
Okay. That's pretty small. And then we go around each one until it's nice and firm.
So we're just screwing. You see those little brackets there? We're just screwing those in, like so.
And they actually want you to go a certain way. A, B, C, D.
I feel like it's running right. I feel like I'm missing wherever. I don't know if there is a chat, but
Oh, right. Like people are there probably talking to you. You don't know.
maybe. But I can't tell. So that's fine. Sorry, I'm just looking at this while he screws this in. I think we're still live. I mean, we have to be. It says we have 10 viewers, so to hell with it. So it should be okay. Getting blown up. Gotcha. Oh, okay. This is the live page. Gotcha. Holden screwing his motherboard. This is the kind of action I was waiting for. Nickelodeon Gakken coming. I think the nerdiest thing is Wizard and the Bruiser. Well, okay, great. Now I've got chat. Holden, you should seriously get Lex to play Skyrim or Fallout next time you come down. Oh my God! Finally, I have chat. Hell yeah. Oh, all right, cool. So guys, now I can check out your chat stuff. Trying to see what anybody's saying here. Touching metal, Holden's new fetish. You guys fucking rule. Thank you. As Holden said, what his play is going to be on the new rig. What, like the games I'm gonna play? I'm gonna try a bunch of different stuff. Derek says, Carlo, what's up, bruh?
Derek,
Zombie
what's up?
Cancer 22 is watching. You mentioned him earlier.
What's up, bro?
Anti-static wrist strap, question mark? Absolutely not. Lawrence says, ground yourself. John Wilson says, you're right, they ain't grounded. Please tell me you have some anti-static wristbands or something to prevent me from fucking the parts up. Everyone's saying, can they see chat? I can now, finally. Okay, cool. So now I can finally see chat and in all of its glory. And apologies for that. I am now on this. This is what Lexi gets to see. Hey, what's happening, Walking Bread? Thanks. Holden Hart. Holden Knitters. Oh, all right. What's up, guys? Okay. Yeah, cool. So now I can see this chat, which is great. And let me get to the, to the build. Okay, where are we at? Sorry about that. I am glad we can at least maybe field some questions and shit. So you just snap the fan back in.
Right.
Let's give a little show.
I gotta find, where's that manual here?
Cool. Where that goes.
Where that fan header is on the motherboard.
Okay,
and I'm
great.
sure it's not far. I just gotta find it.
Great. So just gotta find where the fan actually plugs into the motherboard to power it.
And there's some controller too, so that's
Cool. Hopefully Holden tries out TF2. Yeah, I think I will. I mean, I like Overwatch, so why wouldn't I want to check out some Team Fortress 2? Although right now the hottest game is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and even though I will be the smallest fish in the Twitch pond for that game, I would like to check it out just out of my own morbid curiosity. Though I have heard you want to turn your headphones, you want to turn comments from others off because they can be pretty ugly. Sure. Sorry. Let me know anytime you can say, Holden, stop talking to fucking YouTube.
this is just such a bitch. Try to move that.
The lighting? Tell me what's good. Over this way. Not through here. Is through there good? That's good. Is that good? All right. Like a dentist.
Just like
Great.
So this fan header is under a piece of plastic that says Z270. I'd rather not say Z270, so I'll just get to it.
It helps surgical tools. I bet there are tons of tools like that the pros use, right?
Probably. That's there. It's on the way.
Great. That's actually interesting. It's like a
Braided cable.
Yeah.
That's nice. It's a very nice cable.
cool.
Braided cable.
That's a good fan, right? So now we've got our RAM installed, we've got our fan, we've got the CPU underneath the fan, our Intel processor. What's next, Carlo?
Well, let's get
Are we
all
still
these-
working on the fan?
Yeah, there's a case fan here in the back, and there's a case fan here in the front.
So we're gonna get the other fans in?
There are fan headers that we can connect here.
So you get a alert every time Dead Mouse goes live.
Oh, did I?
I get an alert every time.
I didn't even know that.
He's a
Oh,
like,
I just
techno.
Like
like
followed him
electronic,
because
dude.
Main Gear was doing a giveaway for them. So,
Oh.
so I followed just to get a.
So
I would love a Main Gear fucking.
I get an alert every time Patrick Rothfuss goes live. He's the guy that wrote Name of the Wind, and he
does
streams.
Twitch?
Mhm. And he's every time he goes live, I get a notification. And it's really funny because I also know his editor, and she'd probably be getting more. She's just like working the fucking book.
Alright, so number 8 and number 16.
Is what?
8's right there is
Oh.
where we're going to plug in one of these fans, and 16 is another.
Oh, these fans are not plugged in yet?
No.
Oh, okay, great. That's what you were doing. Okay. So
So
I see the plug here. Do I take the twisty tie off?
yeah, might as well.
You need to?
Go ahead. Yeah, we're going to stretch it out. This guy. It's like, all right, it's not.
What? Snake? Are you thinking about snaking it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like that guy. We might as well put that guy right up here. So that's right here. So it has little divots on the side. You see how one side has divots?
Yeah.
So it's going to fit in sheath almost perfectly into,
Okay.
into that thing.
I see.
So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Totally. That's the thing over there. So, there's only 3 slots. Okay, that helps. Okay. So that's right on there, right? Cool. Does this need to like kind of get out of the way?
As best you can, yeah. I mean, yeah, tuck it up in a way. But as long as it's not resting directly on something,
It's kind of
yeah, you can bend the wire. The wire is pretty durable, so you can actually mold and crimp it if you need to. So
Is it alright if it's like kind of under the motherboard like that a little bit?
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. It's resting on that. It's fine. Then this other fan piece, which is chassis fan 3. And this one is a nice one because it's a fan header that's like in case you have water and stuff like that.
Oh.
It's gonna handle that.
Liquid cooling.
Yeah, all that nice stuff that you don't necessarily need. And
No.
Cool. This goes here. Should go here. Cool. Next bad boy, let's get the power supply out.
All right.
Woo! Well, you know what? Actually, we could probably get the motherboards in there too.
Cool. Or the SSD and HDD.
Yes. Yes. The
Yeah.
hard drives.
It's like, mother-
The hard drives.
Video card. OMG, is that holding the lizard god? Absolutely, Anno. Have you tried Hyper Light Drifter yet? Yes, I have. I played it on PlayStation. I loved it.
Anno, Sam? Anno?
It's fantastic.
Oh,
Anno,
shit, what's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
man?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Sorry, this is like old us, and then behind us is our.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is what's displaying right now.
What's up, Anno?
Yeah, I'll try
Okay.
TF2 for sure.
Team Fortress 2. It's a classic. It's a good
It's a classic, but yeah, that's why I talking about Player Unknown. I was like, well, probably gonna go with kind of what the newer shit is. And honestly, I'm also just excited to play Overwatch with a keyboard and mouse because I have it on PlayStation. I love the shit out of it, but I would love to be more precise with it. And get into like and try classes that suck
Okay, yeah.
on PlayStation. You know, I'll be a Hanzo fucker.
Came with a lot of shit you don't need.
That's discs and stuff.
Yeah.
And is that mine? That's mine.
sits out of the way. Look at that. Nice little slots for your SSD.
Beautiful. Just that's right in. Show what he's doing. Although it's always like, awesome, that just fits right in. Cut to.
And the
Great.
same should be true for the hard drive.
Awesome. Okay.
Now, I'm going to just leave a little space in between them because
Just so they don't
they
heat up.
breathe. Yeah, it's breathe. I mean, I could put this back down here. Do you have a preference?
No. Me? No.
Yeah, just keep them
I'm
space.
so like a dude who doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So awesome. So those just slot right in there, kind of.
This little thing should fit into that hole. It's not gonna,
Oh. The other one. Nice here too.
I don't think it was this one. Maybe it does. Okay. All right, not a big deal.
That fit in better that way?
I believe so. Yeah, you see how that little thing goes right into the hard
Gotcha.
drive? Yeah, so that. All right, so that just means we're going to be cabling it from back there,
Okay.
which is nice and neater, but I didn't think it required that, so that's
Okay.
fine. Fine by me. Cool. So that's there. That's there. This is you can tuck away.
So that little box right there is for your storage.
Huh?
That little section of the case is all
this is,
storage.
solid state drive and hard disk drive.
Okay.
So let's grab this motherfucker.
Whew,
So
all
it's
right.
Modular. Oh, twist ties. Yeah, leave those in there. So that's what I have.
Oh my god.
So,
Just all these connectors
oh, shit, yeah.
are bonders.
Thank God you won't need all of them, and that's
Okay.
what's good about getting a modular power supply is that you only need to add what you need, so you don't have thousands of cables sitting there not doing anything.
Right.
Now here's the thing. Let's say your thermal paste comes and there's something, you find that like, oh shoot, maybe this thermal paste isn't good. It's good to have that tube so then you can remove it because this is not going to keep.
Yeah.
You know? So you probably have a little bit more left in here that you need.
But I got that one. Yeah,
tube-
I got that one tube
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Okay.
So that's our bad boy, huh?
Yep.
You see?
Another threaded cable. Got this manual. I don't know if this is just about not electrocuting yourself. Yeah. Electroshock hazard in every language imaginable. Where's our metal stuff? Thank you. Okay.
I work for broadcast television in a server rack that I work in every single day, touching $25,000 cards with my bare hands, and I never use an anti-static strap.
Right.
Now, that being said, if something were to get damaged, we can go RMA it and the company pays for it, it's fine.
Yeah,
contracts.
exactly.
But I'm just saying
But
that's
it's-
how. Then again, that equipment is very heavy duty, so it's meant to be.
Not going.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I hear you. I
I'm
love that
not too
everyone's
worried
like,
about it.
ground yourself.
He's not grounded. yeah, he's not. Don't worry, man. We're also not, in the Midwest during the Dust Bowl where, I don't know, set of storms could happen or something. So, where is this one? So you see that it has a little shelf there.
Uh-huh.
It's right good. These little rubbers. Anyway, there's a fan on the bottom side, so I want to make sure that's free.
Nice and secure.
Everybody's
See if anybody's saying
That's why it's
anything. good.
Woo! We're almost there, man. We're almost there.
Yeah, so, no, I'm all good. So, power supply, installing the other 4 fans, is that it?
Connecting power to everything.
I mean, and then, but yeah, but I mean just in terms of the operating the inside of it.
Yeah.
Unless, you know.
We're looking pretty good now.
Oh. Do you want me to do anything, hold anything?
Yeah, do you want to see? I think these are screens on sure.
Those in there. So many manuals. So yeah, I saw you were at the what stadium was that?
Talent Energy Suite. I go for work.
It's kind of cool. Feels weird.
Snug.
You can blind up. There, your lady.
Lady and some other friends. Holy shit, you're rolling.
Yeah, well, it's the inside of the beast then, right here.
We're gonna play some Roy 2 when this is ready.
I don't even know what I'm gonna play. I guess should I play WoW? Does that happen? I'm afraid of League of Legends.
I'm not a WoW guy, so.
You know what? I don't think I'm gonna play WoW. I don't know what it is. I mean, I kind of want to jump around. I don't really like to play. And I mean, what's funny is like I'm not a big fan of the games like the zillions of streamers play. Right? I want to check out Battlegrounds just because I'm curious, but I doubt it's gonna be like a regular ass game that I stream. Overwatch may end up being a regular stream of mine, but I'm kind of just gonna jump around to different games I want to play. You're
gonna have fun. You know that's what a
Yeah.
computer's for. You can do anything. You play retro games all in one.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely good.
Oh,
So,
right,
how
and
about-
get a fucking emulator. And,
Yeah.
well, I mean, you know, somebody illegal would get an emulator. I want to play that banned Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, I
game.
downloaded it ASMR 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't. I played it for like 2 seconds.
It's not hard to find. I know that it was
No,
like
I think
I know it was like pulled from the stores and stuff.
I mean, I have it, so I think I have a hard time.
I remember having a PC in college, like a crappy one, but I had a SNES, NES,
Oh, yeah?
and Sega Genesis emulator, and I wasn't a Super Nintendo kid. By the way, let me know if you need me to do anything, Carlo. But I wasn't a Super Nintendo kid, so in college I got to catch up with all of those Super
Nice.
Nintendo games, like playing Final Fantasy III for the first time, stuff like that, and just and Metroid. This kind of bends, so I think maybe the problem. I don't think it's necessarily what it is inside, it's just kind of bent out. But once you screw it in, it'll.
So, yeah, I mean, these are long screws, so why don't you take that guy, and so this screw will go in here, and that one doesn't line up too well, but it does go in there, so I'm going to tap that.
Right in here.
Yeah, you see it?
Only problem with this black case is I can't see dick. I like it. It's sleek. Just- I don't know if I can get that. This right here. Maybe we should get this one first. Okay, yeah. Great.
That's,
Oh my god. Why is this so long?
The
Because it
longest
needs to be,
screw.
because it's heavy as fuck and it needs to be
Yeah.
certain.
Yeah, professional PC builders will have like a little drill on the bench
Right.
to just go right through this shit.
Exactly.
So where's your little drill, man?
Yeah, actually I do have a big drill. But I don't want to like strip these or whatever. It's just, I feel like I always strip the screws when I drill. We're good though. This is going. Yeah, if you want to get it started, hold this. I gotcha. Another screwdriver? Hey, Lex. She's in the man. Actually, but it might be like far away. Wait, can you push on this? Just make sure that now these. Sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. Do you know if we have another screwdriver?
Those two.
A second one besides this. Awesome. Sorry though, I didn't mean to bother you. I know you're doing your thing, Lex. This is in. Yeah. I only question it because it's going in very easily. Oh yeah, see this? I got practice with this method, this technique.
This is my multi-tool that barely works now. This is the first time I'm really
This
using it.
is
Yes, no, I thought we did.
Oh, that's all right.
I'll leave this out. Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
yeah, this is really tight.
It was easy and then it got hard. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, maybe it's. See, it looks a little off too, but it's going in now. See, it's a little crooked, but I'm not like cutting into something. All right, so we're just screwing in the power supply. Once we do that, we've got 4 fans to attach, and
And then some cables. And
see
we should be ready to go.
if she runs.
All right. Yeah.
Watch 2 grown men get horribly frustrated at screws. Yeah, let me see if I can get underneath for you. Save you some time. Some time. All right. Carlo, this would have been so bad alone.
Oh, it would have taken a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things that to try to go through it in one go is already enduring a lot. So.
Yeah.
But satisfying.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Oh, for sure. To the idea that I'll be able to, even though I'm immediately going to be doing Lexi Loves Game Night after this. Not immediately, but at 8. And then I don't even know if I'm going to mess with the PC too much until tomorrow, and then I'm going to get ballistic on it all day on Monday. It's just going to be my focus pretty much. A little writers meeting with Zebo, Henry Zabrowski, but besides that, I'm just going to be essentially trying to get shit to run on it and then and optimize. Need to learn about just optimizing games. On here and getting used to it, and also just getting my Twitch game together, essentially. That screwdriver was a little better. At least.
Yeah, that one was pretty good too.
Yeah, I was saying yours. God, I can't wait till this is in. Those are probably the longest screws we'll have to deal with, right? You just push on a little bit for me, Carlo, as we finish this. No worries. Just want to make sure that is snug as a bug.
On drugs.
A bunch of drugs. A bunch of LSD. All right. Great.
I'm happy. Those look weird.
That's a little weird, but
I think we'll be okay.
we'll be all right.
So I just plugged in the main power
Cool.
into the motherboard, so that's in
Cool.
there. This
Perfect.
is for our, does that say CPU?
Yeah.
What does it say CPU?
I don't know. Maybe the dash rubbed off.
Yeah, right? Like, that looks like it's for the GPU, and there's nowhere to plug this in on the motherboard. Oh, yeah, there is. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm crazy. Don't mind me. Yeah, there's usually two power rails.
Gotcha. So that plugs in there. It's all just the power cables plugging in to the motherboard. Motherboard's where it all happens, huh?
Yeah.
That's your basis for everything.
So power. Things we just worry about. Not much here. This would be this is serial 8. All right. So the hard drive and the solid state drive, the hard disk drive, and solid state, both run on SATA cables for power and then data. So a SATA cable will go from here to here, which came with the case,
Cool.
which is these bad boys. So we just need two of them.
Gotcha.
And then power SATA needs to come from here to here. And it's modular, so we only need to plug in what we need. Let's see. Peripheral and SATA. So that's these guys. Now, I believe we can run both these hard drive off of one rail for power. And what that means is just, you see how there's multiple slots? It's kind of like daisy chaining. So we'll power this guy and we'll power this guy off one cable.
Gotcha.
Which is nice.
Cool.
Nice and easy.
And it's kind of nice that they're a little spread apart
Right.
for that reason as well.
Exactly. So this bad boy, we could do that. What was that?
Sorry, that's just when I pull on the thing. Yeah, we're fine. That keeps happening. I apologize. When I move this.
So this guy, I need to go to two places. I don't want to do that. I guess I could hit this guy first and then go around. That way.
Just got to get underneath for the HDD.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this.
So that is he's plugging in for the SD, and then underneath it, we'll lift it. Let's see. Let's move it on the side there.
I'm going to refer to the motherboard again to see where. See the A1 and A2. I don't think it matters.
Well, what is that? That's
These are how the motherboard is going to start reading and writing to the hard drive.
gotcha.
This is just providing power from the power supply.
For it, yeah.
But this is the computer talking to these things and using
Gotcha.
it. And you have 8 slots. That's a lot. I can't imagine, you filling up all 8.
One slot for each drive.
For something, for a different drive.
Oh my God.
That's a lot. So you only have 2, and I'm pretty sure we can go off of any one. It's not like RAM. RAM, you need to be specific which rail to put it in. I just want to check. It might say it. It probably won't. Because I don't think it matters. So what's nice is they have these. Some of these have right angle heads for connectors.
Cool.
So you go right off. Let's see. So it's like right angle. Oh, okay.
You want some light?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Students
So
has
you-
become the teacher.
Yeah. Makes sense. So you got to push down on that metal. It looks like to slide undo the lock. There you go. That's my TED talk for the day. Well, I can see why it's definitely they call it the PC master race. I just feel like there's a different level of attention that is needed and knowledge that is needed. It's a bit of a barrier to break through. But I feel like once a person like you shows a person like me one time, I could bumble my way through it.
It's like learning to fly. You need a little push.
Yeah, just a little push. Is that swimming?
Baby bird, I want you to fly. So that's in there.
Right.
Whew.
Okay.
All right, let's go over everything. How are these guys?
Yeah.
Graphics card, that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Ha! Ha! Oh, and other fans. Yeah, let's get the fans out of the way too.
Yeah,
There's
that's
the fucking that's the other big giant thing that we put in there.
all right. So we've got these fans right here. We're going to be installing 4 of them into this gaming PC right here. So we'll do that. Sorry if you can't see certain things. I try to lift the computer up in order to show it. But we are also just legitimately trying to do this. So. So these need to plug into the power.
Yeah, so coming out of this power supply, we have to use a cable, and I forgot what the name of those things are, but
Right.
this is what's going to provide.
Gotcha. Here's my question right here. I went this way to do this. What are the benefits to doing this as opposed to just buying some Alienware shit?
Well, they're usually more expensive.
That's just straight
and,
up.
Yeah, just
We're
more,
saving tons of money here.
not tons. I mean,
But-
like you'll find great deals with already completed cases or computers and stuff like that, but they're just generally going to be more expensive. That being said, if you don't learn to do this at some point, like buying a nice computer is only going to be nice for
For a certain
something
amount of
happen.
time, and I'm gonna need to replace parts.
Or you're like go back to the store and be like, it's like buying a nice car. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you can afford a Bentley, get a Bentley, man. I'm not
Right.
gonna tell you not to. But if
But-
you want the performance on a superhighway like the internet,
Yeah.
then this is gonna save you. And
this is-
learning some
and
of it
learning
is,
this shit is so important. So that even if I had an Alienware fancy, I could open that puppy up and get in there
self
and know what I'm doing.
remedy whatever you need to do.
Totally. All right. Cool.
Cool. So okay, let's put the fans in and we'll figure out how we want to cable it. It's getting messy. I think we only have space for 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now we might be able to remove some of these rails, and there's another fan slot right here, so 3, and actually a 4th one could go right here, so we could fit all 4.
Okay.
It's just a tight squeeze, and we kind of just take a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so. There's a space for it for sure. Oh, does this come off?
Does that come on? Might be screwed in. See this little screw right there. Well,
that's a riveted.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. In the meantime, why don't you
Mm-hmm.
try to get these mounted up here? They'll be inside. We're going to look on the edge of the fan to see which direction it flows. You see how? So it's going to be turning this way, and it's going to go this way and that.
And you want it to push out,
Well, I
or do you
think
want it to push in?
I think the best. I think people go crazy on this shit.
Okay.
How should we orient our fans and all that stuff? I believe the best to this up to date is have the backside exhaust and everything else intake. So direction of the fan should always blow air in.
And this one's
in,
pushing out,
and only this one, and there's another one down here. Only this one pushing.
and those are oriented to push out.
This one's already oriented to push out.
Okay.
This one's pushing air in. So you could have this pushing outwards.
Okay.
The debate is it's going to be forever now.
You recommend pushing in.
That's what I've done, and
Great.
that's what I think the latest one shows. So there's probably a screw.
Yeah.
Or something. Hopefully it came with it, maybe?
Oh, no, actually.
Oh, no, it should
Oh,
be,
wait.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, here's the back that screws it in now. So,
We'll figure out how to take off this panel.
yeah. Back of screws. Okay. And I probably want this cord. That doesn't really matter too much.
Okay.
This where this cord
Well,
is. Maybe like that probably would be the best.
Since we got the back panel off,
Right? The cord side facing the like.
I don't think there's a way we can save that. But, yeah. Have it. Try to have the cord as much facing this way and downwards as
Like
possible.
that.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Sure. Great. All right. I can work on this. Yeah. Yep. It's just from here, right? On the outside.
It's on the outside.
I think.
I'll help you out.
Okay. You sure? Oh, there it is. That's a good click or bad click. That was a good click. All right. Just push it through. Yeah.
And they're meant to be snug.
I got that
That's
one.
how you do it.
Yeah. Go for it. Now are we doing a second one here?
Second one there, and one up here,
Perfect.
one over here.
I can totally do that.
The fourth one would go here. It's just really a bitch right now.
Okay. Well,
Let me see.
maybe it's something if I'm having cooling issues, I can do it later.
We should definitely. I think we should do it.
Okay.
And, I'm just
trying
to
to-
take this off. I don't want to damage it. But I don't see anything else. I'll tinker with this, but you get those other fan siblings.
Cool. Really? Can it fit down there?
It's got the space for it for sure. There's no doubt. You see
Oh,
safe
here in
weight.
this little
Yeah,
section
in that
here.
cubby.
So wouldn't you have to remove this one to get it in there?
Well, that's the thing. I think the front panel can be removed.
Oh, okay.
Because other than that, like,
Other than that, you'd have to remove this fan in order to
because
push
like how am I going to screw it in? Because
Yeah.
the screw holes only go from the outside into
Right.
it. So I can't even screw it in unless I remove the fan sill. Or the front panel. There we go. Got it. Okay. I just need
great.
pliers. Boom! Did you watch Venture Brothers?
A little bit, but it's awesome.
Um,
But it's awesome.
There's a character later on in the series. There's like a GI. There's like a gay version of Shipwreck from GI Joe in it. No, from what's his name? It's a gay version of Shipwreck. His name is Shore Leave, and he's got a lot of catchphrases. One of them is "Boom, yummy."
Man, every time I've seen Venture Brothers, I've
It's pretty epic.
laughed my ass off like thoroughly. It's one of those like, fuck, I need to catch up. I finally just got caught up on Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
But I haven't seen the new
I just
one.
watched that with my girlfriend. She loved it.
Oh my god, I need to get Lexi into it. It's so good.
My girlfriend's a scientist, and she was more. I'm more compassionate than she is. She's a robotic scientist. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and
That's awesome,
she
by the way.
liked Rick. And I'm like, he's completely immoral. I was like, yeah, but that's how a good scientist.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Come on, don't like Rick like that. She's like, this is a good show. Like, you're evil, man.
That's so funny. Yeah, I like that episode. One of my favorite episodes is the ship that protects the
Protect
daughter.
Summer.
It's so
Keep Summer safe. I don't feel safe.
Don't hurt her. The little like.
Summer. Hey, what are you doing? That's my pediatrician. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna have to take that motherfucker out just to put it in the tunnel.
Weird design.
I mean, it's not the worst. It's it's just an extra step.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, we got these two fans in there. So that's cool.
oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I can remove the whole cage. I'm not.
Okay.
Actually, no. Sorry. Oh, so
No
the
worries.
other one? Okay, so the other one will go venting, intaking, and
Pushing up
yeah.
from the bottom. Okay.
And that one we actually need to, if you can see, it's got the screen down here. I'm gonna take it off so you can get to the screen. Right?
Ah, I see. Should we go like to the on side for that?
You can do it.
That makes it sitting. Ooh, it's a lot heavier now. You said pushing up, taking in air. Right? Cool. Sorry, I'm kind of talking.
How's the chat going?
Let's see if we got anything. Check it out. Oh, liquid cooling? Absolutely not. If your PC short-circuited and gained sentience like Johnny 5, would you name it? What would you name it? Carlo.
Oh shit.
No, that's what I would name it.
Oh.
What would you name it, Carlo?
I'm gonna have to think about that because that's not an easy question to answer. To be honest, no, I mean, I would have to really think about it. I mean, it would be sentient life. It's like naming a child.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna give him a fucking stupid
I do it in
name.
your honor because because you helped me.
See, I don't want to do that for any sentient being because they'll just accidentally call him Carlos when he's supposed to be a his name's Carlos.
Renord says, build a $1,000 gaming PC, play 20-year-old games. Yep.
Yeah.
And this is, including all the production equipment and everything, this is 1610 all told, which is definitely not a cheap amount. So hopefully it goes well. Of course, again, thanks to the donations that were received to make this happen. It's taking it. Okay. Being paranoid, I oriented it wrong. I'm gonna have to redo it.
Feeling that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me, fam. This fan is in the worst. Oh,
Do you want some help? I'm almost done with this.
I want to.
Third one.
Okay. I said it was gonna be an hour, 3 hours later.
What time we start? Yeah, it's been 2 hours, but you know, what are you gonna do? 2 hours and 15. What are you gonna do?
You want something done right? You do it.
Gotta
Take
you've
the
got
time.
to. You've got to. Anyways, this is this. And then we got the, here, I'll go ahead and ready the graphics card. I'm excited to look at this thing. I hadn't actually pulled it out of the box. Out of fear, I would somehow destroy it. This bad boy. Play hard, stay silent. It's got a dragon on the fan. What was that?
I don't think Dragon's Breath would keep my things cold.
Yeah.
Not thinking.
Or be silent in any way, shape, or form. Also, Carl, let me know if you need to call it. If it's
Well, yeah, the girlfriend's kind of like, where the fuck are you?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, shit. Well, you got gaming at 8, so.
yeah, exactly. Anyways, so
All right, I'm gonna need you.
Sure.
To try to put as much pressure. Actually, yeah, try to screw this guy. Okay, then I'll put it in. See how
I got it. It's tight. It's gonna be good. Okay, great. Yeah, we'll do. Why don't you
Start with the
plug on? Yeah, I'm plugging them in.
So we got 1, 2.
Now, where do those get plugged in?
We're gonna
To
connect.
this power supply, or
Yes. So we're gonna have to add a rail to power these motherfuckers. And those are this guy. This guy. 1, 2, 3. I believe we can power all 4 of these off this one rail.
okay.
And just the experience of that.
It's this being terrible. You got a bad one,
That,
by the way, because all
one's
these other ones.
Dude, tell me about it. That
were
one's
easy as shit.
annoying as fuck, but might as well get it out of the way.
All right, it's in. We're good. But yeah, that was weirdly. Now this is oriented this way. I'm guessing. So I'm just
Yeah,
picking it up and putting it,
I believe so, yeah.
and it looks like it's oriented the same way
That
as
was the one I had
this,
to remove, so yeah.
Yeah.
That one you just put the black screen.
right? Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I just want to make sure. But yeah, it looks like it's on point with the other one as well. So. So right now, Carlo is just plugging in the fans.
This has been such a bitch. Stop. Fuck off, computers.
Putting the fans in your PC, or why is this being such a bitch?
I'm not alone, right? This is a bitch, right? This is bitchy. You know, seriously, sometimes people just don't give a shit about fans, and I'm talking about manufacturers. So like these connectors are fucking flimsy. And I'm
Well, these were right. These are like
Bargain bin fans.
$5, I think, or whatever. Can you? Oh, I guess you can get much fancier fans.
Yeah, and they run
fancier.
cool, or I mean, they run silent and all this stuff.
These are kind of your strip. So if I was having cooling problems, another option is, I guess I can go get better fans too. These do the trick, right? I mean,
Yeah.
all right. And so, oh yeah. Okay, thank God. All right. That's so snap in. Just the worst.
Just,
It just won't plug in.
this connection, as I go in, it's kind of when it gets snug, pushes it out
Pushes
to
that
that.
out.
I'm not getting good contact. That doesn't look good. See how like this one's
Yeah.
not like that.
Yeah.
And the back of this looks like it was cracked.
Right.
So the other thing we could do is use this instead.
Okay.
But we don't have any
So you'd have to plug
headers.
that in.
Remember we used one of these on the motherboard?
Right.
Can you find where this guy plugs into?
Was it?
Oh, I think it plugs into right here. Okay, so here's what we. There's another thing that came up. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for.
Add a new.
No, I mean, just go with this.
Okay.
I think it'll still power just fine. Unfortunately, I just don't like the way it
Just
sits.
don't like
Rests.
it's going in. Yeah.
I like to leave it chill. Still,
Okay. Cool. Just is pushing that thing out.
so, okay.
You can't push that in. A little bit. Yeah.
I'm happy. Yeah, it's over there. And this last one, we extracted, so we actually have to add another rail.
Oh yeah.
This stuff, we can just tuck it away.
Put it in there, and then I'll want to maybe come back in here and tie these up.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, again, you could go nuts. You could have each individual cable running along a channel path, use those twist ties and bind them
Gotcha.
tight, and then connect them. But again, we want to make sure that everything's working and running before we go nuts. That fan requires its own rail, which sucks. But that was the base. So we'll add another cable.
Don't we need one anyways to cover the? We don't need one for the graphics card.
Oh, we do, yeah. I mean, they're going to get their own now.
Oh, okay. Can you have? So you can have twisty ties in here. That's not.
Yeah.
Which way does this go? Does it matter?
I mean, well, yeah, actually. So you see how this has a shape if you look at it? It has a shape. Good. Oh, squeeze the.
Gotcha. That's good.
Good.
All right.
Now the graphics card.
Now the graphics card. Well, it's sitting right here. There's a little bit of.
Nice one. Okay. Oh, these are thumb screws. That's nice. Okay, so these little guys, you should hold on to. I mean, a lot of all these cables and extra things stuff to hold on to.
Right.
You can remove two of these. Because these new graphics cards, they take up 2 slots worth.
I see. Gotcha. Now we'll just throw that in there.
This bad boy also has a cover. It's like a Nintendo cartridge. That's what's going to
Ah, gotcha.
It's the other foot.
Yep. All right.
Ooh, and where are those screws? Here they are.
Okay. So once you get those screws in there, are we just going to see if this fucker runs?
Yes, sir.
Should I remove this monitor?
Yep.
All right.
Keyboard and mouse time, baby.
Yep.
We got it, boys.
All right. So,
Baby girl.
well, we'll see.
I am.
You feeling good?
I mean, you have really nice equipment. You know?
Yeah.
If we were buying really shitty third-party stuff we've never heard of, I'd be like, I never heard of that shit. This stuff,
This stuff's
all
made
name brand.
for work.
Yeah, all-
I mean, it's a little third party. Is the monitor itself? But-
Acer's a known brand.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know. It just wasn't. We were wanting to go with the.
Dell.
Dell.
I mean, I wanted you to have a Dell. Not necessary. A lot of people swear about these other brands. It's fine. I've had monitor problems recently, the last like 3 years, and like, why didn't I just spend the extra $400 for a really nice fucking television?
Gotcha.
This is webcam.
Yeah, that's webcam. We don't need to worry about any of that, obviously. That's a for me later thing. We just need to make sure this thing,
All the parts work.
happens. Yeah, exactly. And then we can put it down and call it a day.
Throwing back everywhere, man.
I know, dude. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I will deal with the trash shit later.
Look at my crotch.
My God, this is. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be this big, but this is big.
27 inch. You don't want to. I don't think you want to go lower than that.
Yeah.
That's why I recommended it.
Gotcha.
I mean, you'll be fine gaming on a 24 inch, but
This is like.
or a 21 inch, but this is like as big as you can get without getting way expensive and with still going. Oh yeah, I'm gaming. Right, I'm gaming for sure. Is that it? Oh, it's really barely a stand.
I don't know. There might be other
Components to it. Let's see. I'll look in the box. Oh, look at that.
Gotcha.
Pretty important.
Gotcha. My God, this is so much stuff. Oh my God, this is so much stuff. Hold it, McNeely, on the PC build 2017.
Gus_53 from Unlimited Lives.
Woo, Gus. Yeah, let's plug that for a second. Unlimited Lives, check it out. Cave Comedy Radio.
Thank you, guys. I'm a gamer. I'm a fan of comedy, and I love the people on Unlimited Lives.
Yeah.
And our fans, man. Our fans are amazing. A lot of them also Holdenators, so
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, you
Hell
got
yeah.
awesome.
Okay, and then what? This.
And this is monumental. I mean, I'm gonna take a little credit and say, you know,
I take a lot of credit. How about?
I'm ushering you into the PC Master Race.
Yeah, I think you can take a giant. I mean, you and a bunch of donators.
Right.
But man, you can take
donators.
I know. I've been trying to find. It's like almost.
Donators.
It's like almost there.
Yeah.
This is not necessarily. Well, actually, no. Maybe it's good. I was just gonna say it's not necessarily all the way in, but I don't care. We'll deal with that later. Let's just get it all plugged and chugged. Okay.
Beautiful.
This.
Oh, beautiful. Guess what? Let me see what that is. That's your power for your monitor.
Oh, it is? So there's a couple plugs.
Well, there should be another one.
Yeah, this right
Okay.
here. What's that? That's the thing that powers it.
What? I have to pay for that? Yeah,
Oh, wow, they give you
electric
deposit?
bill.
Okay.
Okay, and very rudimentary. When it's pushed down on O, that means open. And the little slit, you see these little. So open means that it's no power. Even if we plug it in, there's no power it's going to get to. But closing that circuit will turn it on. But we're going to leave it open.
Okay.
Just so you know. You see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Everything you're telling me is very helpful. I'm gonna plug the monitor in, and
You have a power strip coming?
yeah, over here is a power strip. What's that? Oh, we're just putting the things on the.
We can leave one side off.
Might as well leave the side off.
Yeah, one side. The window
One
side.
side, yeah. So there's two of these.
So what? They just give you extra cables, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You might need it, you might not.
Does it matter
let me
which
see which
is the
one's
longer and is the shorter?
They both the same connection? No, that's a VGA cable, which is it'll push the same quality, but DVI is better.
This is DVI?
Yeah, that's the DVI one.
Great.
DVI is better.
Good to know.
And this guy takes. Flip this over here. Oh shit, that's it.
What?
I would assume that it would take
Heavy.
HDMI as well, but it's just VGA or DVI, which is fine.
Okay, interesting.
So I mean, I'm expecting other ports, but it's very basic. But that's fine. The monitor's nice.
Doesn't really matter.
It's very simple behind.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me.
Because what we need, this is the important one. We don't need HDMI.
No, not necessarily. And DVI is plenty. It's gonna give you the same quality.
Gotcha. Sorry, it's crazy over here. This is crashing. And of course, join us in a half an hour for Lexi Loves Game Night.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna play something. Shit, I kind of need. We were gonna do Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time or whatever, but I haven't set it up for that, so I'm gonna have to see if I can download that real quick.
No. So this is onboard graphics. That's coming from your motherboard. So, but you got a nice brand new video card.
Boom, right there. And this, I remember actually when I borrowed my buddy's gaming PC, I was losing my mind because I didn't know that trick.
Oh. Oh, right. You're like, it's not. I'm only getting basic graphics.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't get it to work. I was like, this game is so expensive. How's this not working? Okay. So that's in there.
Wow. Okay. All right. So that's video. Now it's keyboard and mouse. Guys, we are very
We're
close.
so close.
Very close. Like 20 seconds away.
Throw away some of this.
What's the other thing I want to grab? Keyboard, mouse, power, monitor. Oh, this guy. Windows 10.
Yeah. Mouse, Fallout 4 themed mouse. Definitely makes me want to replay Fallout on a nice looking, fast running CPU.
You got a nice build, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're starting to feel it.
Yeah, there's
Starting to sink
infinite things that you could do now that, well, let's wait a second, I guess.
But yeah, there's little things I could.
Yeah,
we can talk about that a little post stream for a second,
Right.
and tomorrow we can check in tomorrow
Sure.
too, because we're
I
probably.
will have to get running.
Yeah, exactly. You and I are both probably pretty beat from this, but this has been amazing, man. All right, where do these things go?
How long does it take me to get to Times Square from here?
30 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time. I should know this. I get off over there at Astoria Boulevard. What's the closest train?
The Inn.
Okay.
The Inn at 30th Avenue. It's like 2 blocks away.
Is that what it took? Whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it back.
Yeah, I'll tell you on your way out how to do it. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'll wait for you. No, it's all good. It's all good. So funny. Now I know why people who have PCs offices look like this with boxes everywhere and shit.
Yeah, the IT department.
Yeah. So many components.
Now, what's fucking amazing about your computer, again, your mother, it's so nice. All these ports are USB 3.0,
Cool.
which is great. That's the latest version. These devices do not need to be on 3.0 ports at all, but
Gotcha.
pick your port, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Right now, it doesn't, no.
Sweet. Plug her in.
And this guy's at power already?
Should
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Guys, here we go. So that's just the monitor. Okay, we haven't turned on the PC yet.
No, it is.
And I'm gonna let
in.
you do the honors.
All right.
This is your baby. Do you have a name for it?
This
is your sentient being.
Should call it Carlo.
That's a little weird. Mine's called Oberon.
I'll
and that
call
means
it.
dick. It doesn't mean shit. So, but it's a big black thing that I.
This is called Klaus 2. All right.
Klaus, turn on the Klaus.
Should I turn it? Should I just hit it?
First. Well,
should we like?
It's whatever you
What's
want.
the coolest way to do
this
this?
is the presentation. This is your baby.
All right, I'm hitting play.
Wait, not yet. Okay. We're still open on that switch, so we're gonna. I mean, yeah, that's plugged in, but we're gonna flip that switch down, and that's gonna give it power.
Cool.
Here we go.
Okay.
And give it a second.
Cool looking.
We should probably
Ooh,
see.
this looks awesome.
You see some lights turning on.
Yeah,
in there? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. Look at that.
How
Yeah.
neat is that?
The motherboard is like, hey, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Look at that, guys. How fucking cool is that? All right.
Your power time.
Okay. Am I doing it?
Do it. Oh, that's not.
Oh,
That's a reset button.
That's a reset button. Okay.
And
Okay.
and now we're gonna watch the monitor to make sure it boots. We should see the motherboard BIOS on the screen.
I am noticing one thing. This fan is not moving. But other than that,
This fan might not be getting power. That's a good call. Good thing. Some fans are turning. Not all of them are turning.
they're all turning except for that one. Oh, and this one,
Yeah,
the
that
two
one.
fans that
Came
came with it are not turning.
And those are the ones that are going right to the motherboard, and that's how they're getting power. And I'm also not seeing anything yet.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Probably have to go to the because the mother that thing's not even installed yet.
Oh, so you have to install
Probably,
first.
yeah, probably have to install. Didn't think about that.
Klaus 2. They're gonna fuck this up bigly. Vanna White, the graphics card for his console. Clips to see. Vanna White, that graphics card.
Yeah.
I did see a flash of something right when you plugged it in.
One thing that's good is we're not hearing anything.
Cool.
Which a lot of times motherboards, if you have RAM in the wrong place, if you have a faulty board, it'll start beeping like error beep goes beep beep. You know, you'll hear things. That's not happening right now, but we're not seeing any video. So that's a little concerning, but we do have options here. So what I'm gonna do. Looks cool.
Yeah, looks very cool.
I'm gonna try VGA out of the motherboard into the monitor. So where's that other cable that comes? Here it is. That was bad boy. Where's everyone saying?
Is it turned on?
It is very turned on.
Yes, Lawrence, it is turned on.
I'm so turned on.
Yeah, dude. It looks very neat. It's just about getting these going. Maybe they just need to be plugged in and they're not yet.
I mean, they're plugged into the motherboard, which is.
So maybe we just need to plug them into the.
And
we have an extra couple of slots, don't we? From the one extra for that fan, right?
But the problem is there's a.
This is like the worst possible angle. Oh, okay, good. You turned it off. What happened? What is it? Is that?
No, that's the monitor right now.
What'll it show when it turns on?
You'll see like bias in the signal. Let's turn off the guy.
Okay, maybe you set the power. We have to hold it down.
Yeah, hold it down for at least 10 seconds. I'll probably shut off in 6.
Oh.
So we should still, all right, no error beep codes. I'm not getting video out of this guy.
Right. Well, yeah, you think it's that guy for sure? That's the.
Well, we're going to try to go out of.
Oh, you plugged it into the video card just now?
No, I was plugged into the motherboard, so.
Oh, okay.
We could, let's try DVI.
You assume we plug the white in the back? You want me to turn this off?
You can leave them both plugged in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it took priority when it read or something like that. So just. Should I turn the monitor on?
Oh, yeah. Fans are turning now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Hang on, it's gonna come back.
What?
It's gonna come back. I saw it. I saw the motherboard BIOS. That's good.
Great.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah!
Woo!
There it is. Can you see that? I'm so excited. Do not power off during. All right, so this is the initial setup for it. It's going through its boot phase.
Yes, Carlo. We did it, dude. Woo! You did it, dude.
I like Moses. We had to knock twice on the rock. We're like, hang on.
Now, what the fuck was that all about?
I don't know.
And why weren't these turning before?
Hey, it just needed.
It just needed a second.
Hey, give me another power cycle, please. I'm just waking up for the first time.
Yeah.
Just need to breathe. I need to get the airways flowing first.
So now that the tension's gone a little bit, I am so impressed with how this looks internally. The lights and everything. It's
Yeah,
so
it lights
cool.
up like a fucking factory.
I didn't think it would be so fucking.
It does look cool. It
looking.
looks like a gas, the gaslight district of a fucking factory.
Yeah, it's nonsense, awesome shit. There's like a red light over this fan, and they're all spinning. They're all cool.
You know, I'm not sure, but you might be able to change these. I don't know if they're color LEDs, so you might be able to go in and change.
I love it. I love the color.
Yeah.
With the blue on the motherboard, you got yellow and then red on there. Yeah, let's show this off.
Right now, what's going on is the board is going through a backup right now. I think it's just waking up for the first time. So, I mean, there's more things you can do with cable management. You can redo all this stuff so it's tucked away, take off the backplane and just reorganize the cable so it's a lot nicer.
Right.
That's not going to kill your airflow that much.
Right.
But what's great is all the fans are turning. Before, we weren't getting this thing to turn or that one to turn at all. Everything's turning now.
Now everything's working.
Everything's
looking great. That's my stupid power cord on my MacBook Air. Oh, and the mouse is lit up too.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick.
Cool. Nice.
Badass.
So yeah, the mouse and the headset are SteelSeries. They're known for making great stuff. I have HyperX headphones, but I have SteelSeries other stuff.
So yeah, go on Bethesda right now. They're on sale real cheap.
Real cheap. This stuff is,
mouse and headphone.
Yeah, obviously they're Fallout 4 themed, so if you don't like that theme, it's kind of.
At first, I was a little. When you told me about it, I was like, I like Fallout 4, but I'm not like a Fallout 4 fanboy. But then when they came in, I was like, I got this. I like this. It's a good color. It's a good look.
It's gonna go through a couple of these.
Great. So, Carlo, I know you have to run.
Let's take a little bit of time.
A little bit of time. Okay,
but
cool.
you also have streaming to go to. So
and about 15, but people at least know I'm running a little behind, so that's okay.
One thing that we could do, well, we don't have to do it right now. We could talk tomorrow. But what you're going to do is you're going to take this guy. And select and insert proper needed boot device. That's what this thing is. It's saying, hey, you need to plug something into me so we could start installing software, an operating system. Because right now, all it is a BIOS that the motherboard says, yeah, I have power and I can see these things, but it doesn't mean much to anything.
So should I plug this right here?
You can go right in, yeah.
Anywhere?
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, press any key. And turn on or any colors? No?
There's a little red bar up top here, but I'm not sure.
We could try to.
Should I unplug?
You know what? Let me. Unplug that, and I'll stick it in the back.
Cool.
And
let's try
you
that.
know what? We'll also let's turn it off and then we'll turn it.
Okay.
Press and hold it. Oh, okay. Now it does it just right. Now I believe you can install Windows 10 without a CD key and have it get for free. If not, you might need to purchase one. I've seen them as cheap as like $10 or $12.
Okay.
If you can't find one, if you need a CD key, I'll get you one. I think I have like 2 at home.
Awesome.
And I just got to find the old CD that it came on.
Turn on?
Yeah. So you can't see the monitor; it's behind right now the PC. But yeah, we're looking good.
It looks really good.
I'll be honest, I was really worried. I was like,
Me too.
fuck. Why are we not seeing anything?
Right.
I'm not worried.
Well, the fans too. Yeah.
The fans weren't turning on.
But that was something I was like, well, I could come back to that. Right. I could get the fans working, but yeah, once you leave, things get a lot. Troubleshooting gets a bit harder.
Okay, so let's go. Let's move it. Ooh, there it is.
Nice.
Now, this is something that used to take years in the past. Now, because of SSDs and how fast the internet is, it takes like less than like a couple minutes. Now, I'm gonna help you out here. It's installing Windows. First, you need to pick which hard drive. You want to install Windows on your SSD right here, the 250 GB one.
Cool.
See this one saying, hey, you better have a key. Hey, I don't have this. Just let me install it. Pro. I guess. Well, Pro.
Shit. Yeah, I totally forgot to get a fucking mouse pad. I had a Boss one for my old job that I forgot to take with me, which was like a shark riding a surfboard with a bear riding a surfboard with a machine gun. It was the coolest. I forgot to take it with me.
I think Home is more or less free. Pro, they might actually try to get you to purchase a CD key. What's the biggest difference? Pro is a lot easier to work with when you know what you're fucking doing. You know, Home isn't bad, but I just want you up and running, so I'm going to choose Home. I just want to make sure it goes. Custom style. So it's not seeing. That's the 2 terabyte one. It's not seeing the SSD. So we might have a problem with the SSD.
Okay.
I don't want to unplug or unplug anything or plug anything when it's going right now.
Right.
Because of that, you know what? We have to go back into the BIOS, so we have to exit this now.
Okay. When I turn this so you can see better, and they can see.
Oh, it says it. It sees it right here.
Huh.
Cool. So that's good. All right. That's the 2 terabyte drive,
Great.
and that's your SSD. So why can't I choose it to install to? All right. What's good is it's being seen, so that's fine. So
Yeah.
let's go back to.
So that's more important.
Yeah. It's gonna go through another beat.
So if we've got any comments here, we've had like 10 people watching the whole time, which is, it lives. Yes.
Yeah.
But a pre-built PC is still. I'm really nervous for Holden. Impressive. Love you, Holden. Love you too, Eric. Actually, I don't know if I know you very well. Maybe I don't love you. We'll see.
Oh.
It's always weird when I get love yous. Maybe we'll just have to first name basis for now, and then we'll get to love yous later. All right. Great. Well, you know what? I think. Is there more for them to see? I think we could maybe call it on the stream, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is
At this point, now we're just going to get into some troubleshooting.
Everything's working.
Stuff.
We could spend hours talking about more stuff and doing more stuff.
But yeah, I think we're going to call it here. It's obviously working. There might be some little issues here and there, but we'll figure it out. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll be streaming live in about 10 minutes, you fuckers. So come join us for that. Or at least Lexi will, and maybe I'll join her in a second once I get done throwing all the garbage out that's in this apartment. All right, everybody. Take care. Thanks for joining, and hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was at all informative. And thank you again, Carlo. And listen to Unlimited Lives and subscribe to them or follow them on Twitch. All right, everybody. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.